DSP, where are you?
All right.
Oh, there he is, finally. Script remote only, slow mode is on. I say normally that screen would have been up because he always has it set up to be up first, and it wasn't there. Like, okay, he screwed something up. I've been clicking on it, it's like, okay, where is he?
The rain is very heavy, very heavy. It's the rain, yes, the rain has lots of massive waves of massive.
Volume. Afternoon, everybody. Good day, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Gotta share everything out. I've been clicking on it, right, refresh. Now it's still showing the Forbidden West. Click on it, now it shows Forbidden West. He just rolled out of bed. He didn't have anything set up. Professional. Terrible, Troy. How's everybody doing today? The rain has lots of mess and weight and volume. Well, I've been enjoying Fallout 4. Why did the screen go white? What the hell? There we go, now it's back. That was weird. Good morning, everyone. Another thing to show is that normally, again, the stream isn't live, but it's ready to go hours advance. And like, you can go to his channel and see people sitting in his chat room talking to each other, waiting for him to show up. See? Sorry I didn't set up ahead of time. My fault. I had a breakfast burrito with potatoes, peppers, and bacon. Congratulations. My laundry's almost done. I made 2 videos, edited them, rendered them, uploaded them, played a ton of Diablo 2, got laundry done, already ate. Well, laundry's almost done. Already ate. And he's just now getting out of bed. I'm trying not to spoil myself on Elden Ring because that's definitely a game I want to play. And I'm kind of debating with myself. What do you guys think? I eventually do want to get a PS5. Probably not going to happen anytime soon. But I do eventually want to get a PS5. When I get a PS5, I also want an extra controller. I also want to play Elden Ring. Now, you can use a PS5 controller on your computer and get Elden Ring on Steam. So, I was thinking, what if I got a PS5 controller, just get out of work one day, like, alright, pick up a PS5 controller, then hooked it up, and then get Elden Ring so I can play it on launch day. Been busy, trying to get everything done on my day off. Especially since I work the next 5 days. Gotta work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because, like, I had it set up on the Steam store, just staring at it like, oh, I want to get it. I do, but I don't. I don't want to play it on PC. I want to play it on PS5. I do, but coming February 24th. It's like, I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I get out of work on Thursday. I can get home from work on Thursday. Play it. Like, I could. That is definitely something I could do. Yeah, I've been hearing there's issues with the Elden Ring on PC as well. Yeah. Guys, it'd be nice if someone just sent me a PS5 with extra controller and all the games that I want for it, guys. I was like, when I get it, I'll probably finally officially return my PS3. I won't trade it in or sell it. I love my PS3 too much. Also, I have it customized with a Minnesota Vikings decal and all that stuff on it. So I just probably hang on to it like I held on to my Super Nintendo for the longest time. Man, it'd be cool to have a PS5 controller. Buddy's doing taco night tonight, so when I get done with this, I'll be heading over there eventually. Oh, don't worry, guys. My parents will be over too, so leave the porn and hookers at home. Gotcha. And I love it now. I still got my Resistance 1, 2, and 3. I still got Africa for it. What other games do I still have for it? Lean over. Let's see. I got Africa, Bioshock, Dead Island, Riptide, Diablo 3, Resistance, Fallen Man, Resistance 3, not Resistance 2, Saboteur, and Sega Genesis Collection. Like, I still got games for it, and that's not including all the digital ones I got on there. Like Saints Row 4 and stuff. It's like, it is a great console. I greatly enjoy it. Especially since I swapped it out with a 1 terabyte SSHD hybrid. I like to have time to make something like that fresh in the morning. DSP, you have nothing but time. That is one of the greatest aspects of DSP is he has literally 24 hours in a day. Doesn't have to drive to work. He makes his schedule so he can work whenever he wants to. Well, stream, but still, he calls it work. He can literally do anything whenever he wants. He literally has zero limitations in life. He doesn't have to go, oh, guys, gotta end early because I'm going to my friend's house for taco night. No, he has literally 100% free time. Every single second of his life is free time. I don't have time to make something fresh like that in the morning. Bitch, you have nothing but free time. Don't stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning getting drunk. Go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning getting drunk. And wake up an hour earlier and, hey, you have time. Like, it is just mind-boggling that someone who has literally all the free time in the world doesn't have time to do something. I'm pretty sure you do. And I still love he refuses to do midnight releases. Like DSP. You're literally up until like 5 o'clock in the morning. Although sometimes he will pass out around 4. But fine. He's up till 4 o'clock in the morning every night. It's not like, but I can't do a midnight release, guys. I gotta be at work in the morning. You ain't got a job. I'm definitely going to give my thoughts on Horizon on pre-stream today. He hates Horizon Forbidden West because it's not making him $100 to stream. He's made, what, 74 on the first stream, 53 on the second stream. He's made $127 on it so far in tips. Not counting the hundreds he's gotten in super chats. Elimination Chamber, I will not be. I don't have WWE Network or what's it on now? Peacock, I think. I don't have that. Oh, so you're watching an older Elimination Chamber. Needs those $25 to name a Pokemon, guys. Like, if he'd done $5, he'd probably get them. But $25 is asking for a little much there, DSP. But it's DSP, what do you expect? I was almost bored with it until the second stream last night, then it got good. DSP, it took you 3 hours to get out of tutorial level. 3 hours. You're in the tutorial area. Because you're slow as shit. So YouTube has a lot of old matches from WWE. My buddy and I sometimes we'll just get on YouTube and let's look up old matches like Royal Rumble and stuff.
Shitty game, shitty player, shitty commentary. Wow. That's all I gotta say, wow. Bitch, Falcon punch, push, Falcon punch, push, bitch, Falcon punch, push, Falcon punch, bitch, Falcon punch, push,
Falcon Punch.
push, bitch, Falcon
He couldn't even do a Falcon Punch.
punch. Oh, quick time event. Down, circle. To the right, to the left. X, square. Oh, lamp attack. X, motherfucker, X. I like my X. I like to push that shit. Triangle. Oh, yeah. Circle. Oh, yeah. To the right, to the left. To the right, to the left. To the right, to the left. Bitch. To the right, to the left. To the right, to the left. To the right, to the left. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I wiggled that shit. Fuck you. I did the wiggle. Bitch, Falcon punch. Push, Falcon punch. Push, bitch, Falcon punch. Push, Falcon punch. Bitch, Falcon punch. Push.
I'd love to see him try to do a Falcon Punch. He'd probably hurt himself, which would be funny to watch. Don't get me wrong, it would be.
Go, bitch, go. Go, bitch, go. Go, bitch, go. Go, bitch, go. Go, bitch, go, bitch, go, bitch, go.
I'm pretty sure you can not...
Throw the TV.
let's see.
Shit. Lock the door.
Hide user on this channel. There it is.
Floor.
Yeah, you can do hide user on this channel. So yeah, you can comment, but you won't see it because it's being hidden.
Lock the door. Throw the TV on the floor.
Celebrity Deathmatch went on a lot longer than I thought it did. Like, I thought it was something like in the 90s. It apparently went on to like 2010. Alan Wrench. Yes, this podcast is coming up in about 5 more minutes of more shitty music. Maybe a little longer because he slept in until after his stream was supposed to start. Like Gatorade and old socks. Nah, I just imagine very, very right BO. Because he doesn't shower but once a week, according to him. Ooh, dryer's done. Because I'm on the stream, I can get my laundry out and folded and put away. Oh, God. Yeah, somebody's on time, but he was already late because he slept in. Well, now he's yelling at his chat to say something, LOL. Forgot that. Forgot. Where is it? And of course, never forget, guys. Hit that like button, or DSP wins. Nah. Unlike DSP, I don't need 100 likes per stream, guys. Terrible quality. Oh. I mean, he probably does smell like shit, so it doesn't surprise me as flies bothering him. Everybody wake up! Oh, DSP, how about you wake up before your stream starts? I'm putting for more King of... Yeah. First of all, the King of Fighters is going to be hour of training, hour of single player, break, come back, and maybe do half an hour of online getting your ass handed to you.
We gotta find a way into the maintenance room.
Like, I'm not even on camera. Still took a shower before I started the stream because it just makes me feel better.
We gotta find a way into the maintenance room. Cool, fires. Oh shit, a sledgehammer.
The issue with Brock Lesnar winning the title means they have to pay him. And he's one of those guys where it's like, huh, we can hire these 8 wrestlers and have them on TV every week, or we can pay Brock Lesnar to show up for one match on a pay-per-view every 3 months. Let's see, 8 wrestlers show up every week, multiple matches a week for 3 months, or pay Brock Lesnar once for one match on a pay-per-view. Now, obviously, the smart thing to do would be the 8 wrestlers, keep them on NXT, get them on Raw, get them on SmackDown, whatever. But it's Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's going to choose for Brock Lesnar.
I'm coming for you. Oh yeah. Zabadazoo. The soothing sounds of Barry White during the zombie apocalypse.
I was gonna say, if your hot water during a shower is what causes your gas bill to go up, you're literally showering in boiling water. Like, there's no way it takes that much gas and that much money to get your hot water warm enough for a shower.
Yes. Yes. I say yeah, then I say yeah, and it's a song 'cause you bought it. Yeah, now I'm rich and I didn't do shit. You're a fucking moron for buying this bitch.
Kenny Omega could hit DSP with it, but I don't think he'd want to get close enough because, God, that smell. Oh, is he about to end the shitty music? Volume. Nope. Just fucked up his music. Oh, the Talking Doggy is from Face Rig on Steam. You can do all kinds of avatars on there. Like... Beat me down, Scotty. Let's see. Hey guys! I'm here to help promote the new movie Going Red on Pixar. Going directly to Disney Plus. And I can look different. I can be this color. It's clown mode. I'm not a clown, guys. I'm not a children's entertainer. Oh, oh, oh. Give me money for Christmas. Ooh, I kind of like the way this one looks. Back to the Talking Doggy. You can also go black and white. The world's not black and white, guys. Easily amused. Title for title. I mean, if they're going to unite it, they cannot give it to Brock. Because then you'd have no champion on either show for months. Yes, I have, Ian. All the shit going on about Wings of Redemption. Got blocked on, banned on Twitter, lost his PSN, had accusations of him doing things with his sister when he was younger. But he's having a very shitty week. There is no pig. I've looked. They do not have a pig one. They have expansions. Like you can buy expansion packs for Face Rig, but none of them include a pig. As soon as they include a pig, I'm grabbing it. Like, oh, it's the $14.99 for the new farm animal pack. Well, here's $15. Give me that piggy. Boink boink. Not sure why Wings got banned on Twitter. But maybe people fucking with him. Yeah, it's called Face Rig, and I love it. Although now they also have animes. Apparently, there's a better version of it. It's now 2:08. He should have started 3 minutes ago. He just loves the sound of his music. Of course, the longer the music goes, the longer the podcast goes, less time he has to spend on. Nah, the 1651 pig DLC, dude. Gotta be 1651. Now is he gonna finally start the stream? He is not starting the fucking stream. Holy shit. He's gonna play that shitty intro. That is a little troll intro. This is literally a troll intro. A troll made it and gave it to him. Because it's a troll intro.
How you doing? Hope you're doing well, and I welcome you to today's pre-stream podcast broadcast.
And he was told it's a troll intro, and he still uses
I'm
it.
Darkside Phil. Excuse me. And I welcome you here to the stream. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, and I hope that you're ready for a fun day of variety streaming, of course. Apologies to those watching live on stream. I forgot to set up the stream earlier last night. For those who, look at this. For those who don't know, on YouTube it's a little bit different streaming than it is on Twitch. On Twitch you have a room that is your room forever for streams. You have a screen where all your streams broadcast. You have a chat that just sits there forever.
He had someone change the arcade one a little bit to be his outro now.
On YouTube, you have to set up individual streams. And each stream is its own individual screen and chat room and all of that. And every time that you want to stream, you have to make a completely new one with completely new settings and everything reset up. It's all different. So what I need to do is when I go offline with a stream, okay, I upload the videos from said stream as archives here on DSP Gaming. And then I immediately set up the next stream with all of its settings, title, and everything so that people can actually file in and get ready for the next stream that I'm going to do. I forgot to do that last night in my haste to get out of here after a long day of streaming of Horizon.
Look at that.
Forbidden West, excuse me. And
Forbidden West Part 2, Forbidden West Part 1,
sometimes that can
pre-stream, which happens before
podcast.
Horizon Zero Dawn
like this
Part
morning,
1.
there was obviously no one here because there was no stream to
Horizon
sit in.
Part 3, Daily Wrap,
right now,
Part
I just
5,
turned on the podcast.
Part 4.
We got over 100 viewers, which is,
way to be a professional
there,
there, DSP.
Start, I would say, and I'm sure we're going to gain more and more viewers over the course of this pre-stream. But I apologize. I know it's a cool place to hang out, and sometimes people have
Hannah Lee was a gamer
beforehand, before the stream is actually
but she liked
live,
like the Lego games and all that.
To do
The
that.
more chill games, you should say.
So, oops, sorry.
There's a cab version. This is how you don't play Horizon.
Some people have asked me, why
oh, you
got to
send that to me on Twitter.
Like, if you know
or
all the streams you're
something
doing
like,
in a week,
I gotta
which
see that.
Sometimes I do. Why don't I set them all up ahead of time? Well, there's good reason for that. First of all, my streams change all the time. And if I were to set up, let's say tonight, I know that for the next 7 days, I know what my streams are.
Hope he's alright. Hope he didn't get fly too close to a black hole.
What if something changes, right? Now, it looks like I have a stream that's going to happen, and if something changes during the week, now I got to change all of those streams around just because I changed the schedule a little bit, and it could confuse people. That's the other thing, too.
It could confuse you,
it's
maybe.
very confusing if you go to my channel and it says, oh, there's 7 streams and are all listed here coming up. Like, what is this? And you click on each one, and they're all separate rooms.
Well, because I know if you try to post
I know.
links on here, it
On
won't
Twitch,
go through.
it's definitely a lot more straightforward. I really wish that it was done the way that it was done on Twitch here, but it's not. Okay.
I'll just have to look for it.
If you guys see value in me setting up these streams way ahead of time, let me know. Okay. You know, let me know in the stream chat. Leave a comment on this video. Contact me in some way and say, yeah, there actually is a benefit. You know, maybe you know of another person who streams on YouTube.
Pops right up
and
with
sometimes
Chaos Realm
there's a
Capper now.
benefit
Oh,
for doing that.
16K
I'm not aware
views
of it,
uploaded
but
1 year
I'd
ago?
love to
Damn,
be
I never even
educated
heard of it.
Because I'm, you know, still
I'll have to
almost
cover
a
that
year into
eventually.
full-time streaming on YouTube. I'm still kind of learning the ropes.
I just
and trying to
Googled
figure out
cat.
the
This
ins
is how you
and outs
don't
of
blame
this
it.
works
Pops right
and
up.
what
Awesome.
will be
Thank you,
more
Al Jones.
beneficial for my viewers versus what won't be beneficial. So please, by all means, share your thoughts, okay? So because the stream was not set up ahead of time, all right, I can tell you right now, it's super dead in the chat. Like, we have over 100 people here on the stream, and no one is talking. I'm not even kidding. I've been talking for 2 straight minutes, and there isn't a comment in the chat. I don't know why. If you're over 100 people here, why are you not talking? I don't know. Are you all quiet? Did your keyboards break?
Because they'll get banned. They don't talk about you.
Ahead of time, there's a lot of conversation. Today, there's not. YouTube in general has been having a lot
Where are
of
those
things
lights
going
at,
on.
guys?
So yesterday, out of nowhere, okay, on the pre-stream, I'm trying to play the pre-stream music. As you know, I play a montage of my remixes of, basically it's commentary for my old-ass playthroughs on YouTube. That
And I
was
see him
people
rage
clicking
quitting,
remix
well,
to make
wage
songs out of.
quitting
And I play
Horizon
that
Forbidden West.
as the music before I start streaming, okay?
Exactly,
it won't
Ian.
even load right.
Because you treat them like shit when
I
they
don't
talk about
understand
anything
that.
that's
It's
not
just
you.
audio. It's not even like there's a giant video attached to it with, you know, it won't even play it. It's buffering. You're buffering
Right
the
now, no
fucking
one's talking
song.
about the WE in his chat.
You know what I
yet.
mean? Like, it seems like YouTube is kind of messed up. For some odd reason, it's not playing stuff right. I wouldn't be shocked to hear that a lot of people don't even know the stream is live. That maybe because it wasn't set up ahead of time.
Lowland's
maybe
about to
didn't
get
even
banned.
send out notices
Especially during
properly.
pre-stream, you don't interact unless it's a Q&A. DSP
I don't know.
Gaming, why should I talk?
It's kind of weird. That things are kind of disjointed here. I don't know. Could it be that YouTube has decided that if a video doesn't get a certain amount of attention, that it's deprioritized, and if you try to play that video, it's going to sit there and buffer for like 10 minutes? I don't know. It's just
Your
really
internet
weird.
is
I can't even
shit.
play music
That's
on the
why.
pre-stream. It won't load the videos to play the music. Like, it's odd to me. I've never even seen anything like that happen before, right?
Guys, there's
I hope it's
23
not an
people
ongoing
watching
issue.
live right
no one
now.
really mentioned anything
I only have
wrong
20 people
with
chatting. Where's the
my
other 3
streams or
people,
videos
guys?
yesterday,
The other
so
3
I
people
don't
need
know
to
if it's
talk
an
now.
actual issue or not. I guess we'll see. I hope not. I hope it's not an ongoing issue or anything. Okay.
Wait a minute, I'm not DSP.
All right, guys. So let's talk. Okay. So first of all, yeah, here we go. Rabbit Couch's my front page won't even load. I have to click the YouTube button in the top left corner twice to get it to load. What happened to the site? They broke it again. Like, these guys
Nah,
on
your
YouTube,
internet just
I
sucks.
swear to God, every time that they change something, they think they're improving it, they break 10 other things. It's like a domino effect chain reaction of disaster every single time.
Only up to 15 likes. Holla
Anyway,
holla.
let's talk. First of all, let's briefly
talk.
go
First
through
of
the
all, give me
schedule
all your money.
so you know what to expect.
You know what to
I want
expect,
to talk a lot
guys.
about Horizon Forbidden West now that I've had a chance to play it. Okay?
Oh, no, airplanes? Ooh, cool.
God damn it, I guess I'm stuck in my tooth. Hold on one second. Don't you hate that? Damn it.
Why did you do that? Why did you go to bite mommy? This is how pigs fly. That's a Snort Bernal quote. That's about to get banned.
Come on. Well, I don't think I got it.
Did you try brushing your teeth before stream? We're gonna have a
So,
stare at an empty screen.
Sometimes people ask me, they say, Phil, what is your schedule like? What do you eat in the morning? Well, when I get up in the morning, typically I'm running around doing stuff. To get
Bullshit.
stuff going for the day.
Bullshit.
And usually I have to fill Jasper's food. I'll give him a treat in the morning. And then I make a coffee for myself, and I usually have
Not
something for
today,
breakfast.
Agent
Now, there's
Smith. I'll be
many
going to a
different things
friend's
I could have
house
for
later
breakfast. I
for
could have
taco night and all
a
that.
toasted bagel, sometimes with butter, sometimes with cream cheese. I could have toaster strudels, even though I don't really eat those that often anymore because they're pretty bad these days. They ruin them basically, but sometimes just something quick, you toss it in the toaster. Usually I'll have a breakfast burrito. There's these burritos you can buy, microwave burritos.
Yeah,
of
there's a
different
premium level
kinds.
events now
There's
'cause you
three
don't
different
really
kinds that
pay
they have
for
at
them
my local
anymore.
grocery store. There's one that's like egg, sausage, and cheese. Then there's one that's bacon,
I had pizza rolls
peppers,
because I was lazy.
potato.
I want to throw something
and a
down
little
real
bit of
quick
egg.
while I got laundry
And
going.
then there's one that's like jalapeno egg and cheese. And they taste different. They all do. They're pretty good. I only have one.
Oh,
You know,
different
some people
kinds
say,
of
so small, you
breakfast
should have
burritos
two.
taste
Yeah,
different.
They're not
Tell
great
me
for
more,
you, so you only
DSP.
have one. It gives you a little bit of a boost in the morning, some protein, some energy. And I usually have that with a cup of coffee, black coffee. So yeah, today I had the bacon, potato, and peppers burrito, and egg with a black coffee. I had a little bit stuck in my tooth.
Yeah,
there
he
at
had
the
to
bottom.
waddle down the
I got it out.
hallway and
All right,
the
so
stream guys was so busy.
let's talk about this week coming up. Woo! What a week we got. Today, Saturday,
Hey,
the
especially in the
19th
winter,
of
I
February
love using the oven.
2022, we got the King of Fighters 15's second session ever. Okay? And in regards to the second session ever, what are we doing today? Well, when I played this as the big premiere a couple days ago, all right, I tried out a team. It was the Fatal Fury team. And I did all offline content with them, and I was going to take them online, but all of a sudden, and in the stream chat, started to demand that I play with the dinosaur. They were even spamming dinosaur emotes and everything. So there is a character in the game. He's not really a dinosaur. He's a pro wrestler. In Fatal Fury Mark of the Wolves, which was a game from the early 2000s, he was called T-Zoc. And he had I think a hawk mask on. But for this game series, they changed him up to be the king of dinosaurs. And he has a dinosaur mask, dinosaur claw arms, and a dinosaur tail. As ridiculous as that sounds. Okay?
Yeah, and I don't drink
So
coffee. I
I
don't
picked
like
the
the
dinosaur
flavor
team,
of
which is
it.
a combination
I'll
of
stick
him,
with
as well
juice.
as the character who was the
Orange
mini boss from the
juice
last game,
for the
Antonov,
win.
who's also a pro wrestler, and then Ramon, who's from the early 2000s King of Fighters series, who's like a
You know what,
luchador who
Adachi?
bounces all over the walls. Okay? Unique team, for sure. Not a single one of them has a projectile, which is kind of interesting. And I played with them essentially for
So
the
you can't
rest
spam projectile.
of the launch coverage that I did, a whole hour messing
Jesse,
around with them in their missions mode to try to learn
how's
their,
it
their
going?
basics, and then taking them online, and then doing
Of course, Mew Mew.
3 hours of online play on Thursday night. Okay, I had a lot of fun with it, but man, that team is, I would almost consider them the oddball team of the game. And what I mean by that is they really don't have an archetype compared to the other characters in the game. You know, a lot of fighting is you say, oh, there's an archetype. There's the keep away character. There's the Shoto, who has a fireball and a strong anti-air move, right? There's a character who's ranged. There's a character who's a rush-down character who just tries to stay in your face and mix you up and do combos. They're like none of those. They're a very weird hybrid character. Some of them have super armor throws. Some of them
you're
have
not
high
wrong, Hands-Free
abilities, some of them
Entertainment.
blow-through moves. Some of them are just very slow but high damage hits. It's very, very weird, okay? They're oddball characters. I liked playing with them, but now I think it's time to get back into the real game. And what I mean by that is literally any other team that I pick is going to play more like a typical fighting game and more like typical King of Fighters than that team that I picked on Thursday, okay? So today, we're going to select a new team. I don't know who it's going to be yet. I'm going to take your feedback, but I have an idea who I want to pick. Let's put it that way. If I could choose out of everyone in the game, I know exactly what team
Oh,
I
you're
want
going
to
to pick that
today.
team no matter what.
I don't know if you guys are
Rock
going to want to see
Light.
that team, though. So we'll see what happens. I'll toss it out there and see what your thoughts are once we start playing and go from there. But what we're going to do is take that team into their own missions mode to try out some of their combos and capabilities. Then we're going to do a quick run through the arcade/story mode, which only takes about 20 minutes. It's only, I think, like 6 or 7 matches and then the boss, which is not a long time, but it'll give me an opportunity to test out some of the techniques I learned in the missions mode. And then I'm going to go right online. So we're going to have probably roughly 2 hours of online play here on today's stream. After I mess around with this new team
Bullshit.
for a little bit, okay?
He'll be lucky if he gets an hour of online
It'll be
play.
a good mix of content today with a new team. All right? Good stuff. Now, later tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it's a continuation of Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Is it Arceus or Arceus? Because I've heard
Arceus, right?
both.
That's how you're supposed to say it.
I'm pretty sure it's Arceus, not
We're in the
Arceus.
third area of the game. Okay, out of 5. There's 5 map regions. We're in the third map region. We did a lot already in this map region. In fact, I think we're probably about halfway through it. So if we have a focus tonight on
I
maybe
know, David
advancing
Bernal just got
the plot in
banned.
this region,
Terrible.
we might even beat the region tonight. It is the beachfront region. You're basically on a seaside. Maybe even fight the boss and all of that. Okay.
The anime calls it Arceus. Arceus. Alright. Let's see. Lane Manual ban. Gotta ban people. Good
So,
job, DSP.
We'll see how it goes tonight. Now, keep in mind,
I've
on
played
my
a bunch
Pokemon
of
Legends
Dragon Ball Z
Arceus
games.
streams, okay,
Tenkaichi was
you're
a great
able
series.
to name
Dragon Ball
a
Fighters.
Pokemon for a $25 tip. We already had someone yesterday. It was actually Rob on Wheels. Came to the pre-stream and was like, "Man, Phil, I live in across the pond from you in Europe. I can't attend your late streams. They're too late for me. But I would love to name a Pokemon for this playthrough because I'm watching it all on demand." And I said, "Sure." So he actually did that, and we're gonna have a new Pokemon named tonight, and we'll see if anyone else wants to take advantage of that tonight as well. But the Pokemon streams mostly are very chill. A lot more interactive than other action-based streams. Like today, when I'm playing this game
I
online,
can't do
King of
that,
Fighters,
Dave.
there's no way I'm gonna be able to interact with you guys when I'm actively playing these fighting game matches. Okay, just so you know. But tonight with Pokemon, it's the
Yes, he does,
polar
Luis.
opposite. That's the big interactive stream for the day. So I hope you guys will join me for that later tonight. Okay. Now tomorrow, we are swinging back. Oh, look at this. Game Tracker just tipped $5 and gave me all my stats from my first day of King of Fighters. Cool. I'm gonna read that in a little bit. Thank you, Game Tracker. I didn't track any of that, so that'll be interesting. That'll actually be interesting.
Got banned. Now look at all these messages deleted.
Interesting
messages deleted.
data.
Snorlax.
Okay.
Message deleted.
That one's confusing.
Rabbit Couch. Message deleted.
Game Tracker, the animation didn't pop up. Your tip did come through. Absolutely, your tip came through. I'm reading it right now. If the animation didn't come through, I apologize. It must be some kind of a weird thing. It looks like Stream Elements.
Is he really
isn't
trying to
able- it should
hide
have popped up.
the
It didn't.
tips now?
It's fucked up. Stupid fucking thing. God damn it.
Thank you, Hands Free Entertainment.
Rest
You're
assured it came through
the
and I will
only
leave
other
a
person I've
message
ever heard of
for
that's
the
ever
data.
seen
Okay.
Space Cat.
So anyway, tomorrow.
For those of you who don't know,
Sunday
Space Cat was an old
20th,
movie.
My last streaming day of the week after 6
Cat from
straight
outer
days of
space,
streaming.
but he could
There'll
talk.
be more
Well, through
Horizon
telepathy,
Forbidden
whatever.
West. I'm excited
had
for this
a
stream and allow me to
Collar that could like manipulate things.
explain why.
The guy needs to raise
Yesterday,
money,
I played
and he
5
uses
hours
the
of
cat's
Horizon
collar
Forbidden West.
to help
The
him
first
cheat
2.5
at a
hours was
pool game.
introduction, okay? Then you get to
I
the
remember
first
that
town,
so well.
and you get a bunch of quests. Last night's late stream of 2 hours was very fun, and here's why. We went out into the open world and explored it for the first time. We fought enemies, gathered resources from the enemies that we defeated. We completed several side missions, including gathering ingredients to make a meal in town. We also went to a cave and saved a bunch of miners who had been trapped in a cave-in while doing a lot of platforming and puzzles. We also explored. We climbed up a giant mountainside and found a tower that had a unique item in it called a lens, and we don't know what the lens is for, but it seems like it's a unique crafting item for something important. Not sure what. Okay? So, basically, it was very interesting to finally see the game open up, and it was pretty entertaining in that second stream. The first stream, admittedly, wasn't so good. It was kind of a slow start, and yes, I understand they needed to reintroduce the characters. They needed to jump you back into the world since the first game, but I was kind of bored. After those first 3 hours ended and the second stream started, I actually had a lot of fun last night. Okay? So I'll talk about that in a moment because I'm going to give you my full thoughts on the game, especially, what people thought and what I thought and everything later on in this podcast. Okay? So tomorrow will be my second
On
day,
Circle Pad?
effectively, of
I've
streaming
never heard it called
Horizon
Circle
Forbidden
Pad. That's
West. I'm
weird.
excited because I think the game is going to be more entertaining, opened up. There's going to be
I haven't
more
seen Space Cat in a
opportunity for
while, so he
discussion
must be
and interaction as I'm exploring this big
Nose
open
deep
world.
in catnip right
Okay.
now.
Cool. Now, tomorrow night will be Skyrim Anniversary.
Well, that was Cat from Outer
Edition.
Space.
And you may be saying to yourself, "Wow, this is actually the
God, there's more of
longest
those?
we've gone
Sheesh.
since Phil
Well, thank you
started
guys
playing
for correcting
Skyrim
me.
in December without Skyrim." You're absolutely right. I've been playing Skyrim fairly
called
consistently,
Cat from Outer
meaning,
Space.
every
All
other
right.
day or every third day for about
Still a great
almost 2
movie.
months.
I don't care what anyone
And
says.
this is the longest we
I was
have
thoroughly
actually
enjoyed by
gone,
that. Yes, I have seen Howard the
without
Duck.
playing it.
That was
because
years
there's been,
ago.
so many new releases this
That
week
was-
that I've stayed away from it for a while. Okay?
I like around when it
So-
first came out. The last time I saw it.
So, I'm excited for more Skyrim tomorrow night. We're currently doing quests in Riften, and if you remember, we just were assigned all of the Thieves Guild quests. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head out and focus on the Thieves Guild plotline on Sunday night, okay? Now, I will not be here on Monday. When I return
I like how
on
Space Cat's trying to
Tuesday,
help him clean all the
what we're gonna
trash
do
out
is
of the
alternate
apartment and get
for
crushed.
3 straight days.
Hopefully
Tuesday,
not.
Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to be alternation between the new releases. King of Fighters and
me go
Pokemon
into Drawer
on
Center real quick.
Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, more Horizon Forbidden West and Skyrim. Thursday, I'm actually going to leave open. I will let you guys decide. Would you rather see more King of Fighters or more Horizon Forbidden West on Thursday's main gameplay stream? I'll just open it to a poll, basically, and let you guys, maybe overnight, determine what we play on the main stream. As for the night stream, I'm also not sure.
Warburger unboxing, haul video,
I'm not sure what I want to do. Basically, like
Ooh,
Thursday
baking
will
pork
be the what if
ribs.
day. You guys pick.
That sounds pretty good.
Then on Friday, of course,
Cleaning around the
it's
chair in the
big
living room.
New release day.
But he's
Elden
still
Ring.
cleaning.
This is the
It has
big
been
one. This is the one everyone's waiting
months,
for. And much like
and
when
he's
the
still
GTA
cleaning.
trilogy released way back in November, I fully expect that once Elden Ring releases,
And he has 3 videos
okay,
revolving
on
around a
Friday,
cherry pie.
it's gonna be as follows. Hey
How do
Phil,
you
how's Elden
get
Ring?
3
Phil,
videos out
what do you
of
think
one
about
cherry
Elden Ring?
pie?
Phil, are you playing Elden Ring? Phil, when's the next Elden Ring stream? Phil, why aren't you playing Elden Ring? Phil, hey, Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Hey, Phil, did you know about Elden Ring? Hey, Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Elden fucking Ring.
Yes, Elden Ring. That was from 1978? Holy shit.
Why am I not centered? That's weird. It's better. What happened? I don't know. I guess it must have hit the camera or something.
Mighty Ducks. Cheese
Elden fucking
my
Ring.
cherry pie.
Right? That's all it's going to be. It's going to be constant. Everyone asking for it. I know. So on premiere day, release day, I'll be playing Elden Ring all day long. The entire day is Elden Ring. Okay? If you guys actually want it that badly, I wouldn't even...
Well, I
be
wouldn't say
opposed
Elden
to
Ring's a
playing it
Souls
2
clone, since it's
straight
made by the
days
same
nonstop.
company.
Yes, that would mean 4 straight streams of Elden Ring, Friday and Saturday. I'd be okay with that. But I'll be honest, after that, if I played like 10 hours or more of Elden Ring in 2 days, I'm going to want a fucking break from Elden Ring, which would be good because then Sunday I'll do different stuff. And I don't know actually right now if Monday's going to be my day off or not. I can't confirm that. But once I can, which I should be able to in the next few days, I'll let you guys know.
The only thing I know about the
I
new
would
Elden
assume, let's
Ring
say
is that there are
Monday
multiple
was also
poison
my day off.
swamps.
That would be good. I have different games for Sunday.
Mizuyaki
and then Monday would be
loves
off.
poison
I have a few
swamps,
days
so he
away
added more.
from Elden Ring. Okay, but then we come right back probably to Elden Ring. I know everyone's just going to want to see this fucking game. I know it. So, we'll see how it goes.
He'll never do a
alright?
24-hour stream.
You might have noticed I didn't mention any Dying Light 2 in there. In fact, you might
Because you
have
dropped it
noticed
because you hate the
something.
game.
It seems like in the last 2 days, since the release of the King of Fighters 15 and now Horizon Forbidden West, absolutely no one's talking about Dying Light 2. Because no one cares. As I said, this is exactly what was going to happen with a game like that. It released. Everyone had about a week to a week and a half to play it. Most people were like, nah, it's okay. And now people are like, what game are you talking about? I've never even heard of it. You know? And that's kind of my attitude. Is it took me 15 hours to get to the good part of the game, where you're in the open city and you get to use the hang glider.
Yeah, it took
and
you
the air vents
that
to actually
long.
glide around and be mobile. And now
Everyone
the missions are
else
better, and
took
I don't
half
care.
that time.
It took too long. 15
When
hours.
everyone else takes
5
half the
major
time.
fucking streams
Not you,
before I
fucking
actually got to the
moron.
good part of the game. They fucked up. That game should have been good after 4 hours, if even less. They really boneheadedly made
It was
that
good
game.
after half an hour when you got out of
And
the
now
tutorial,
really no
but
one is
you
just
took an
talking
hour and a
about
half
it
to get through the
okay?
tutorial, jackass.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm never going back to Dying Light 2, all right? I'm leaving it as open as a possibility. If, when the dust settles from all these releases I'm playing right now,
He's never
you
going to
guys
touch
wanna
his
see
game, just
Dying
like
Light 2, I
Divinity
would consider
2.
going back to it. I mean, I bought it, and I played it for 15 hours to get to the good parts, so I feel like when we jump back into it, it would actually be interesting, or more interesting than it at least had been up to that point. But I'll leave it with you guys. I will. I'll leave it with you guys to determine. And what we'll
I
probably
say Souls
do
games are
sometime
more
in
of a
March,
partial
like I
sandbox,
said,
not
once
too
everything
linear.
calms down and the dust is settling from all these releases, then we'll do like polling. Like, do you want to see Dying Light 2? Do you want to see me do something else? And we'll determine from there. Okay. Now, also you may have noticed there was no Street Fighter this week. I'd already announced last week there would be no Street Fighter this week. There's too much new release madness going on. You also next week.
That's a good question,
there will not be
Troy.
any
Do they
Street
will have
Fighter,
wildlife
okay?
and eat
We're
in
taking a
Elden Ring.
hiatus from it for a bit, so we need to focus on King of Fighters and the other new releases. Now, again, let's say in another 2-3
Well,
weeks.
hands-free, he's got to look at
dust
the
is
wall and go,
settling.
wow,
If
guys,
you
look at the
wanna see
texture on this
return of
wall,
classic Street
guys.
Fighter, we can do that.
Isn't the texture on this
let's
wall amazing,
focus on everything
guys?
we're doing right now before we kind of jump the gun. Okay? Okay. Cool. And by the way, I do want to say thanks to those who are supporting the King of Fighters stuff, just to give you guys some perspective, okay? The King of Fighters 15 streams on Thursday did very well. Attendance was high, engagement was high, and support was good.
Support is
For a
all he
fighting
cares
game,
about. Support.
was quite good. I was pleased with how good the support went. In
Very
conjunction with
pleased
that,
with
yesterday, which we're going to kind of transition into in a moment here, Horizon Forbidden West attendance was much lower and actually reduced over the course of me playing the game, and support was not great at all for a new release, which we'll talk about in a few moments here, okay? But, so we'll see. I guess we'll see how things go on. I have a theory as to maybe why this was yesterday, and we'll talk about that in a second.
You made $127 in tips.
Ladies
and
and gentlemen,
several hundred dollars in
quick
super chats.
housekeeping things to do.
You probably made over $500 yesterday between the
Two
two.
quick housekeeping things.
But it's
to do
not good
before we
enough,
get started
guys.
talking
$500 in
about
a single
Horizon
day
Forbidden
isn't
West.
good
We're
enough
talking
because it wasn't
about
all in
If you
tips.
direct your attention yet again to the bottom of your screens, you'll see for like the third day in a row, we're at the record high number of members, and it hasn't moved. I mean, the good news is it hasn't gone down. That's obviously a positive, that it didn't like plummet
What,
down.
Celtic? You don't like
At the
getting
same
home from
time,
work and going,
it's staying
wow,
at
this guy's working
374
so much
and
harder
hasn't
than
moved,
I
even though there's
do,
been two
sitting
new
there
release
pressing
games.
buttons on the controller.
I was hoping that with the new releases and people coming to the channel to check out the new releases, we get at least a few new members. And I do have some positive news in regards to this. Okay, you ready? In the last 2 days, since the premiere of the King of Fighters 15 and Horizon Forbidden West, this channel got over 100 new subscribers in 2 days. And that's a lot. That's actually a lot of new subscribers for a very short period of time. It is. So what happened is, just like I told you guys, some newcomers who were searching for these games probably saw my streams because you guys have been liking the stream so much, came and checked it out and said, oh, Darkseid, Phil's going to be playing these games. All right, I want to subscribe to the channel because I want to be able to talk on his streams. And we got over 100, which is great. For 2 days, over 100 is superb. And what I'm hoping is over the course of this week, that pattern will continue. And of course, we've got Elden Ring at the end of the month. Well, maybe we'll see a lot more.
Everything's ridiculous
okay?
price
We'll
right
have
now,
to see.
hands-free, which
But
sucks.
Yes, the engagement
My one
is
friend like, oh, I might need a
working.
new
And I
GPU.
hope that you guys
We got $1,000
will
to spend on a new
continue
GPU there, buddy.
to like the streams. If you're watching the videos on demand, and this is actually huge. Right now, I'm getting tons of likes on my streams. I've not had a single stream with less than 100 likes since the middle of January. So it's been over a month. You guys have been consistently liking the streaming content, giving it visibility.
And then
on
those
YouTube,
likes
and I really
disappear
appreciate that,
immediately
okay? What
because
really I need help
you
with
private
is the on-demand
the stream.
videos. Because
Jackass.
the on-demand videos, sadly, are just not really getting a lot of attention when it comes to likes and comments. Now, I will say this. I went to sleep last night. I woke up this morning and I was pleasantly surprised. There was a ton of comments that had been added to the videos overnight, and some of them were for King of Fighters, and some of them were for Horizon.
And then you
I was
blocked
pleased
all the
with
ones that
I
weren't
like that.
begging you.
Wow, big influx
Calling
of
you the
comments came
greatest
in.
gamer of all
That's
time.
cool. That helps. It really does. I'm not even kidding. When all those comments
Get approved.
boom,
At least
the
the
channel
ones that
got
you
a
allow
rise
anyways.
in what's called engagement, and that gives it more visibility on YouTube. Seriously. So thank you for that. Okay. So I hope you guys will continue with the engagement like you have been, but really where we kind of need help is at the on-demand videos, okay? The on-demand part 1 of Horizon Forbidden West, which hasn't even been out for 24 hours, not even close, because the video published at like 5, 6 p.m. or something yesterday, so it's not even close to 24 hours yet, has over 3,000 views. It's pretty good for a part 1 of a playthrough for a first day, but only has like, I'm serious, it has like 20 likes or something like on it. So
Wah.
that's what I mean. Thousands of views, and out of the thousands of people who checked out the video,
3.1K
only 20
views.
people clicked
And part
like.
2, 584.
That's actually bad.
584
That
views
makes
on
the channel
part
seem
2,
like,
being
you know what I mean?
3.1K on part
everyone
1.
watches, but no one's liking it.
Ouch.
In 2 days, it's my fault. I will 100% take responsibility. How many years did I tell you guys, DSP Gaming is just an archive. Treat it as such. I don't care about it. Let's focus on Twitch.
Yes, you killed
Did
your
I foresee what
channels.
was
Your
gonna happen
fault.
last year happening?
Thank you
No.
for finally
I didn't.
taking
I didn't expect for Twitch
credit
to
for
kick me
something
off
you
literally
did,
for no
jackass.
actual legitimate reason, because someone in the company had a management shift and decided to be a bunch of scumbags and kick a bunch of people out, even if they didn't do anything wrong.
I did nothing wrong, guys. I did everything correct.
So,
Love it.
that being said, we got to get back in the mentality of, if you're going to watch a video or a stream here on the channel, please like it if you like it.
what if you
That's
don't
the other
like
thing
it?
I want to emphasize. Only like it if you like it. If you legitimately are watching content on here, you don't like it, do not like it. I only want likes if they're deserved. The point is, we have consistent
You haven't deserved
thousands
shit.
of people coming back to watch the content who like it, or else they wouldn't be coming back, yet they're not liking the videos. So that's what I really need.
How many
is
of them
help
are
here
people like me grabbing
with
snippets?
the on-demand videos.
You're going,
You guys on the
I don't get
streams
it,
are doing an
guys. Why don't you guys give me
outstanding job of
$1,000 a
engagement,
stream?
right? 100 likes on a stream that only has a few hundred viewers is a giant amount That's huge. Thank you so much to everyone who watches my live streams right now and is liking them. You're helping tremendously. But now we need some help.
What a
in the
shareholder
on-demand
meeting,
videos
huh?
department, and I'm going to keep emphasizing this every day. I hope you guys understand why I'm doing it. First thing I'm going to do when I start with King of Fighters today, you say, hey, if you're watching this on
Arizona,
video,
how's it
give me a like. I
going?
hope you understand why I need to do that. Okay? Thank you. Okay. So 374 members, and we've been stuck there for several days. Now, anyone who becomes a member today, if you're a new member, you're going to push us to a new record on the channel. How cool would that be to say I'm the new record-breaking member, right? And how cool would it to say, oh, the channel is growing naturally, because these are not gifted memberships. YouTube never enabled them. Here we are, 3 weeks into February.
These are
We were
all
hoping
stock
that
accounts from
February would be the month
OIC.
YouTube would implement all the changes, the positive changes. They've implemented nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're sitting on their fucking thumbs doing nothing, probably working on bullshit, fucking up the site, rather than actually improving what they promised they would improve this year. That's pretty disheartening, to be honest. Someone who makes a
They're
living
testing
here
to get to subs in
really needs
Japan.
help
Get over
to
it.
be, to grow, and they're not giving me the tools and opportunity to do it because they refuse to do what they've promised they would do this year. Pretty pissy.
It's the second month of the year. This shit may not come out until July.
Hopefully, eventually,
It's gonna come out in
they will
2022.
get around to doing what they promised.
January
okay?
1st.
And then maybe we'll see
Midnight
a burst, but
01.
We're not there yet.
It's not out yet,
all right?
guys. It's
We're trying to
bullshit.
hit
They
400
promised
members by
me.
the end of the month, and if we hit 400 members by the end of this month, a fun viewer's choice playthrough will take place where you guys will get to nominate and then vote on games.
Sadly, his
We do a
natural
full
growth isn't
playthrough
even
up
3
here on the
inches.
streams.
But
So many different genres of games and IPs that I never really even knew existed have been played as a result of these kinds of events, and I would absolutely love to do it again, but we need to get these memberships up. So if you're not a member, please consider joining. There's so many
I figured
benefits.
Prophet, that
Highlighting
sucks,
name
though.
both in
At least
stream
you got your new
chat and in video
microphone.
comments.
Gonna
A
sound like
chat
Shinka,
crowd
right?
Show how long you've been a supporter, both on the streams and in video comments. Access to all of my emotes on the streams and in video comments. The ability to talk as much as you want on the streams with no limitations at all. No slow-mo, right? Priority access to all of my special events. If the Viewer's Choice event happens, you get priority to nominate and vote on a game that will make it to the final poll for the game that will become the Viewer's Choice game. When I do Ask the King, my bi-monthly Q&A show,
That's hilarious,
you get
Mew Mew.
priority to get your question answered on the
Yes,
show.
the algorithm's
You're
a
member.
detractor, guys.
And, yes, I am strongly considering, if the King of Fighters 15 actually ends up working, which it seems like it's working now. I'm going to make a little silly comment here in the pre-stream in a moment about social media, what people are saying about the game. I'll do private lobbies where I'll invite members, and members can play.
No, you won't. Bull
Okay,
fucking
so-
shit. I will give you
Thank
$100
in
if that ever
advance to
fucking
anyone who
happens.
Considers becoming a member here, and please.
That is
consider it
never
today.
going to
We'll hit a
happen.
new record. Now, keep in mind, I'm a crowdfunded individual.
He has been
I make my living
promising
on
doing shit with his
all kinds of
members
support that I
for
get via
months.
the live streams,
All the way
and
back in
of course,
December,
also
he was
on
promising
videos,
this shit, and
but
it never
primarily during
happened.
The live streams. So that means memberships, super chats, and super stickers, and tips. Tips are how I make my living. What was I pointing at there? Tips are how I make my living. Please consider supporting today's stream. The first King of Fighters streams you guys did support, and I really appreciate that. I'd like to keep that
Exactly,
going.
Arizona.
We have tip.
Only talk about
rewards
me.
in effect.
Ree,
For
me.
$50 in tips. I put
You'll
on
be
a pair of
banned.
glasses. If you raise $100 in tips on today's stream, you'll get to vote on a hat for me to wear. All kinds of silly ones like a Pikachu hat, a Viking hat, a pilot's hat, all kinds of stuff. And if we get the full funding goal today of $150,
What happened to it being a
you'll get
bison
to
hat?
choose
Now it's a pilot
between
hat.
3 different
Why?
football jerseys that I actually purchased 20 years ago to wear at competitive fighting game tournaments. I wore these jerseys playing games like Capcom vs. SNK 2 that had characters from King of Fighters in it. How cool is that? So,
But you don't watch football.
please consider
You don't watch
supporting
sports.
if you can. Now,
So why
let's
do you
talk
have
about the
football
King of Fighters
jerseys?
15, okay? This is actually kind of funny because we were all wondering how great the game would be and how functional the game would be, all right? There's a few things people are saying about the game. In general, people seem to like it, okay? It's only been out for 2 days, but people are basically saying, oh, it's fun. It's cool to see that this has kind of been mainstream adopted by everyone because people were nervous that it would not
Good
be
point,
mainstream
Al. If
adopted
he
by
actually
everyone,
did get his
but it seems
wheelchairs
like it
to
is
show
being
up for
adopted, by the
members
fighting
only
community collectively, and
online
that's a good
thing, you could
And
beat
it's
him up,
funny 'cause I'm
make his
seeing
stats look
comments
great.
of
Like,
something like
wow,
this.
this guy's won over
Wow.
90% of his matches online.
It's
Holy shit, he must be
refreshing to
really
see a new
good.
fighting game come out that actually has online capabilities that work, lobbies that you can easily set up and invite people to, a system to invite your friends to play against you right away.
You don't
and
have any friends,
basically
though.
All the functions you would expect from a modern fighting game that actually work at launch. Okay?
But you don't have any friends to
Fighting
invite.
games have actually gotten so bad since the release of Street Fighter V.
You're not wrong,
which
Al
was
Jones.
6 years ago. They've been so bad since then that most people
That'd be
who
great,
buy them
Arizona, if
don't
he
even expect
went
them to
stream
work
after
on
stream
release.
of, guys,
And
we need
Street
like
Fighter V
800,000
is the
super
beginning
chats.
of that,
We're not getting any
slippery
tips,
slope
guys. It's bullshit.
of
I need
every
those
game
tips.
basically sucking at launch.
But $800 a
and then people
stream and
basically
super chats
saying
not good
stuff
enough?
Like, oh, guess what? It's not as bad as Street Fighter V, because Street Fighter V was literally the worst fighting game launch of all time. It was almost all
wasn't.
online gameplay, and the online gameplay didn't work at launch. There was no lobbies that worked, no functionality at all.
It was not
whole
the
game was
worst.
broken at launch, and it took them months. I'm not exaggerating.
You just hate it 'cause you
months
sucked
to
at
get
it.
it to even work at a basic functional level. So now every fighting game comes out, and you're like, well, maybe this feature doesn't work and this feature doesn't work, but it ain't as bad as Street Fighter V. But King of Fighters 15 seems to be the opposite. Everyone's kind of like, oh, the game actually works. It has full functions, and it feels like we got our money's worth at launch. Can you believe that? Buying a game and getting all the features and functions right from the get-go? What a shocking twist of surprise here for all of us. So anyway, in regards to that, I'm happy to hear that the people are liking the game, and I'm excited to jump back into it today. But the major meat of what I want to talk about on today's pre-stream podcast is not
Because you
all
guys
that.
not giving me enough
It's
money
Horizon
during
Forbidden West. Okay.
Forbidden West, guys. Didn't give me enough
Yesterday,
money.
I played it for 5 hours. Initially, the first thing you know,
$270 from 2 super chats. Just 2 super chats.
They are
Equal
the best I've ever
$270.
seen on a console.
Not
I know
enough.
I keep saying that because it seems like games look like shit, and really had to hopefully focus on a good story and good gameplay elements. Now you boot the game like, oh my god, like near photorealism. The game's character models are so crazy realistic. The way they move
And the
and
one
talk looks like a
bum
human. Right?
is
It
the
looks like
bum
human
in
hair. It's
Horizon
like
Forbidden
eye
West,
and
and it
a
looks just
wireframe
like him.
Connected to a bunch
Like
of
they took a
motion
picture
capture
of him and then
balls.
made him into
You know,
a
you
game
can tell
character.
It's not.
Like, I don't know
you
if they
can't
did it
tell
on
in this game. Everything
purpose or
looks
what,
natural.
but I think they
Everything looks
did.
Flowing. Okay.
I'm
That's
waiting
a
for the
great
guy
thing.
to snore
Gameplay elements.
or bitch about his gout.
5 hours in, I can tell you that the game already is opening up. Not only are the melee combos getting better because I'm unlocking better ones, but now I'm getting the slow-mo ability with the bow, and it's becoming better to aim at the weak points and things like that. Slowly, I'm unlocking new abilities. Right now, I have the ice slingshot, but I just got acid arrows. I haven't tried them yet, but I know there's going to be other. There's going to be fire arrows, shock arrows. There's going to be traps to lay down. I only have one kind right now, but I know there's going to be more. So basically, the game is slowly opening up the more I play it. So the combat,
Wow, just like
feels kinda
literally
like
every
the
single
first
fucking
right
game
now.
that's
Not
ever
gonna
been
be,
made.
you know, sugarcoating it here. It does feel very similar to the first game. I don't know if there's going to be refinement and changes as I move forward, but right now, all the basic stuff from the first game is basically present. Although I am hoping that the game will open up.
You have a good day,
and become
hands free.
better,
Thanks for hanging out.
in time with more features and functions. I obviously want new stuff. It's the sequel. I don't want this the same stuff over and over. The first 3 hours were mostly intro. You were stuck in a very
But if they
linear
change
dungeon.
anything, he
There
gets
was a boss
mad.
fight that was kind of neat, and then
I
after
don't get
that,
it. Why did they
opened up
change
the
this,
open
guys? It worked
world,
in the
and now
last
the
game. Why did
gets
they
good
change it for
because you
this
actually get
one?
to see what it is. When I got to the open world, the 2 hours I did that, I loved. I thought it was super fun. We were having fun conversations and interactions on that late stream. I was exploring. We were enjoying.
You got over
the beautiful
270,000
environments, the
super chats,
gorgeous
but it wasn't good
enemies,
enough for you.
And how the lighting. Oh my god, the lighting in this game is so cool. You're riding a beast, and you see headlights that actually looks like you're driving a car as you're running around. Okay. And the fact that the open world it feels alive. There's people out there. There's enemies out there. There's different optional areas you can go. I checked out a couple like optional caves. An underwater area I swam in. I grabbed a bunch of loot. Then there was another underwater area I swam to. And as I was running out of air, it says, "Oh, you can't do this yet. You need to find a piece of equipment that lets you breathe longer underwater." I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I drowned.
Haha,
And
sucks
that
for
was the end
you.
of the game because you only get one life, and Ayla was dead, so I had to start the whole game over. Yeah, right. Can you imagine that shit and how people would react? No. Obviously, that didn't happen. I'm just kidding. Okay? So,
That'd be hilarious. You get one death. Like it was
In
a
a
hardcore
nutshell,
mode in Diablo.
does Horizon Forbidden West feel a lot like Horizon Zero Dawn? Yes.
Exactly, Arizona. We've seen that match before.
Yes,
We don't need to see it
absolutely does.
again.
Right now, it's
Give
very
us something
similar.
new. Give us something
Okay?
different.
I could definitely tell you some.
That's why the
improvements.
Royal Rumble should be
graphics are
won by
way
someone
better,
new.
And definitely when
Someone
it
who's not
comes
been
to
a
like
champion
the
before.
parkour, you can basically scan a wall now, and the entire wall.
Money in
will
the
show you
Bank,
all the handholds
Royal
and you
Rumble,
know
stuff
if
like
you
that
can
should
climb
be
that
won
wall
by
or not, which
new
is
guys.
Because a lot
Not
of
been
shit in this
champions
game
before,
looks like
so they
maybe
can
wouldn't be
have a chance to
able
get a champion.
to climb
It's
it,
not been one before.
and you can't, which is really cool. That is like, wow, this looks like you can't traverse it. Well, yes, you can. Okay, and I like that about it. But I feel like I'm too early in to really make big judgments about the game yet. That once I get further in and I actually see how the plot unfolds and what new elements they'll add to the game, this is going to help me to make judgments on how good it is. Right now, it's like, well, you know, I played it for 5 hours. I saw 2 hours of the real game. I had a good time, okay? But, there's a big but, and it ain't a good one. It's a big flabby booty.
I didn't get enough tips,
that was a little
guys.
extreme. Basically, here's the deal.
You need more tips.
Okay? Yesterday when I was playing this game, here's what happened. Okay, we started off with hype. Everyone was all excited. Oh, wow, Phil's playing Horizon Forbidden West.
And you didn't get enough
Immediately
tips.
when
That's
I
all
booted
you
up the
care
game, I
about.
finished the pre-stream and I said, I'm starting. Okay, I picked up my controller, and a good chunk of people basically said, hey, guess what? We don't want to stick around, okay, because we're playing the game ourselves. And this is a big, highly anticipated release we've all been waiting for. We're going to go play it ourselves today, so we're not going to stick around for your stream, but thanks for the great pre-stream. And you know what? I appreciate the honesty, and I appreciate that the people still came out and kind of chilled with me on the pre-stream. That was really nice.
And
of
gave
them.
you money. But it wasn't enough.
And it was a good amount of people. There's a lot of regulars that did that. That said, hey, I'm here for the pre-stream, but then I'm out of here to go play the game myself, okay? And I knew that was going to happen. The thing is, because I'm a variety streamer, I don't play the same games every day, as you know. I played Horizon all day yesterday, right? Today I'm not playing it at all, okay? I'll go back to it tomorrow.
That new game,
In
not
general,
playing it at all.
most people who play
Good
a new
job.
release will actually play it consistently. So a lot of you will likely be past me in the game by the time that I start streaming it again tomorrow, which means, perhaps tomorrow we will get some of the people back who were not here yesterday. They'll be able to come and join us for the stream tomorrow and maybe even give us some of their own personal opinions and experience on
I
what
tip
they
you to
got out
hold
of the
your
game as
hoof.
they're playing it.
There's a robot
Okay.
in my chat. No robots
That'll be
in my
pretty
chat.
neat. That typically happens with big releases where we get a chunk of people
We
who can't
move.
be
No
here for
more
the
robots
first
in
day, but then they
chat.
come back later. Okay. Yeah. See, Cracker Jack says it was me. He was one of them. He's a fan. He wants to be here, but you want to spoil, and I totally understand. Why do you want to watch someone play a game? You're about it, right?
But he's
I'm
got
with
to
you
play
on
the hot new release,
Okay.
guys.
So
Only the hot new releases. And no Windies.
that being said, that I understand. Okay, but here's what happened yesterday. So I started.
I didn't get any tips, guys, and it's
streaming the
bullshit. I need
game.
more tips.
Okay, and basically when we started, it was like over 400 viewers, good attendance. People seemed to be engaged. We got to the intro segment of the
i.e.
game, which took
tipping.
about 2 hours to get through the intro. Some people thought the game looked gorgeous. Others
Took
were just
you
basically
2 hours to get through the
criticizing, saying,
intro.
wow, it looks just like the first game. Okay. After we got through the intro segment and we got to the desert, and now you're exploring the area from the end of the first game, I thought it was neat. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. You're getting to see all the characters from the first game. It's kind of like an epilogue to that one. You say goodbye to them as you move on to the Forbidden West, which obviously is going to be a whole new cast of characters and all that going on. I appreciated how they tied it in with the first game. A lot of people didn't. They were like, man, it's the same stuff. What's
Sounds
going
pretty
on?
cool.
So then the first stream ended, and by the time that the first stream had ended, okay, we had lost, I'm not exaggerating, probably about 200 viewers. From a stream that started with almost 500, it was down to almost, actually it was less than 300 by the end of the stream. And a lot of the people on the stream had basically been complaining the whole time, okay, and saying
I'm not
that it
getting
didn't
enough
seem
money,
very engaging
guys.
or very interesting.
Better step it up.
Now here's the thing. In the intro segment, there's not a lot of opportunity for engagement, right? I have to pay attention to the plot. I have to learn the game mechanics. It wasn't until the late
But you
stream
don't learn the plot of the game
that
mechanics.
the game opened up, and that became a lot more of an interactive, fun stream with the viewers. Like, I had fun having conversation. We were talking about the game, but other topics as well. And because it was open world exploration, it allowed me to have that opportunity to do that with you guys. So I actually enjoyed the second stream last night way more than the first stream. Of course, being a night stream, attendance was lower, but it was still solid for a night stream. And in general, it seemed like more people did actually enjoy the second stream more than the first, okay? But, again, here's the big but that I wanted to talk about. What I'm seeing is a pattern here. It's very similar to what happened with the original Horizon game, okay? For some odd reason, and I don't know what it could be,
The streamer.
the game doesn't seem to be clicking
It's the
with all of
streamer.
the viewers. And what I mean by that is some people are like, wow, this is fun, it's engaging, it's interesting, we can interact or whatever. And others are just like,
Guess what,
wow, this game
DSP?
is boring.
It's the streamer, not the
Okay.
game.
This happened with the original Horizon Zero Dawn. I remember originally when I started playing it, I felt like it had a slow start. But then once it picked up and I got into the better open world areas and everything, I really liked the game. And I was telling you guys this, that I wanted to keep playing it. But I remember 5 years ago, that was the first year that I'd become a full-time streamer, the same thing was happening. As I played the game, people complained, oh, this game is boring and repetitive, and it's not original, and it's not fun. Maybe it's fun to play, but it's not fun to watch. That really gets me when people say that.
That sounds like a
'Cause
you
I can
problem,
understand that in
DSP.
some cases, but I feel, here's what I feel. All right.
Hey, you
maybe,
still need all that
just
money,
maybe,
don't you?
Not every
Doing all
game
right, Luis.
is
Enjoy my day
super
off.
fun to watch for the game.
When this is done, I get to
But if you
finish my
actually
laundry.
are there
Go
to
to
have
my
a good
friend's house
time,
for
and
tacos.
you want to enjoy a stream for the overall presentation, not just the game being presented. Even if you don't like the particular game, you could still have a good time on a stream if you approach it with an open mind. But that's the thing. You have to approach it with an open mind. Maybe you
Something you don't
hate-
have, DSP.
absolutely
Yeah.
hate a game with open world exploration, resource gathering, missions in that structure. Maybe you feel it's too repetitive and boring. Okay, but instead, why don't you have some conversation? Why don't you talk to the streamer, have fun?
Because you ban people, they talk to you without
could do that.
mentioning money.
And I do that all the time. Like last night, that's exactly what I did on the late stream. I admit, not every waking moment of that stream was amazing, but we had fun. We talked, we engaged, we had generally a really good time while I was doing that open world content. And I feel like that stream actually went really well for the entertainment factor. You see what I'm saying? But to me, for people to like write off a game like this, which it seems like some people are doing, it's kind of silly.
Because you
the
are
game's more fun to play
boring.
and watch. Well, then why don't we, instead of focusing solely on the game, have social interaction and have a good time with conversation and fun? And hey, if there's stuff that's worth
But there
making
is no
of in the game,
fun
let's make fun
when
of
it comes
together.
to you,
know what
'cause
I'm
you
saying?
ban people.
It's not just about, oh, I'm here for the game. Since the game isn't the best game I've ever seen, I'm out of here. This is boring. That seems to be the mentality of some people, right? I don't understand that. Like, I definitely understand that these
Exactly,
people only
Dave
come
B.
for certain games.
He doesn't realize
right?
that it's
You pick
him.
and choose the games you want to come and watch. Why actively come to a stream for a game like Horizon just to complain it's boring?
Yes,
You
Prophet.
know?
Waiting for him to have a heart attack
To
or
me,
a
it's like
stroke
I want to
on
make the best of
stream.
everything. You know what
Be
I'm
the
saying?
best watch stream he's ever had.
I mean, hell, I just played Dying Light 2, a game that took 15 fucking hours
Took you
to get to the good
15
part.
hours.
And at least I can now say, hey, I got to the good part. I understand
It
now
took
what they were
you
going for. I just feel
15
like it was
hours,
one of the worst design
jackass.
choices I've ever seen. You see? I'm not going to just write off a game after the intro segment. I mean, I think it was actually Dark Maggot said it best last night. He's like, what is it with people and their short attention spans these days? Do you think the game's just going to throw you right into the game with no tutorial, no explanation, no story, no backstory, no recap, just fucking toss you to the wolves? Then everyone will complain. He say, oh, I don't know shit. Oh, dead, 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 dead. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What am I doing? Oh, I fell into an abyss. I'm dead. Right? There has to be this time for development and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's very weird to me that people have this mentality. Wow, I started watching Horizon,
But
the
you
first
just
3 hours,
said that
the
was
game
bad in
didn't
Dying Light
literally
2.
rip my pants off, pull down my underwear, and start giving me a blowjob. So because I didn't get a blowjob from the game within the first 3 hours, it's boring and it sucks. Like, what
Where
are
the
you
fuck are you
talking
getting
about?
blowjobs from?
Relax. It's called
Absolutely not your
narrative. It's
wife.
called development.
I mean,
Have you ever
Tyrone
watched
gets
a
them from your
movie or
wife, but you
television
don't.
show? You can't just immediately get a blowjob. You have to wait a little while. Then maybe the game, then maybe the game can get you excited. But you have to get to that point. You understand? People just want to jump right to
Take
it.
left.
It's like, come on, relax. All right.
Relax. Just give me your money.
So anyway.
Take
All right, I
left.
shouldn't have said blowjob because that's very sexist. What I should have said is giving you oral sex. That's what I should have said. Or maybe I shouldn't have said it at all. Now people will say you're very vulgar, you're a disgusting human being. But I think
You
you're trying
are.
to I'm trying
That's
to make you
besides the
understand what I'm
point.
saying. People are just they
Oh,
want
shit.
immediate,
Show.
ultimate,
Show.
high-level gratification.
Show.
That's not even how it works. For me, a game that builds to something
Blowjob
good
costs
and then
money.
gives
Terrible.
you that delivery, that's the best kind of game. Right? Not a game immediately.
Exactly,
you're
Baron.
supposed
He
to get
just
instant
dropped Dying Light
gratification
2
the
because
moment
it
you
didn't
start
do
playing,
that for him.
At the same time, a game that takes 15 hours to give you any gratification is the other problem. Okay? That's the other problem. So
But it's your fault it took you 15 hours to get to that point.
anyway, guys. Here's the deal. Yesterday,
Give me money.
at the end of last night's stream, I really enjoyed Horizon Forbidden West. I think it's going to get better the more we play it, all right? But I had a feeling in the back of my head, a lingering feeling, what's going to end up happening is it's going to be exactly
those
the
voices
same
in
as
the
when I
back of his
played
head
Horizon
talking to
Zero
him again,
Dawn
guys.
many years ago. Here's what happened. I stuck with it. I played the entire game from start to finish at my own pace, and I really enjoyed it, okay?
But your pace
But
takes for
attendance
fucking
was low,
ever.
support was low, and anytime I played it, you had a group of people coming and complaining that they wished I would do anything else. Why won't you play another game? And in this case, I'm not even kidding. Yesterday when I was playing the game, why don't you just play Skyrim again? Why don't you bring Skyrim back to the daytime streams and make this a late night chill stream? Because this game's boring. And I'm like, Like, we just started. We literally just fucking started. How can you make a judgment that the entire game is going to be boring when we just started? I don't get it. Really, I don't get it. And yes, I will be very transparent and honest here. For a day one premiere stream of a hot new release, support was actually quite slow. First of all, on the first stream, I had received a tip from Rob on Wheels because he wanted me to name a Pokemon in my Pokemon Legends Arceus stream, and he can't attend the late streams that they are on. So basically, there was a $25 tip on that first stream that had nothing to do with Horizon. If you factor that out, basically, like, I made basically not even the tier 1 tip skull on the premiere stream. And then last night, it was kind of the same
Well, that
deal,
sounds like a you problem,
stream,
DSP.
It was like the tier 1 tip skull, and that was it. So for an actual premiere day of a giant release, the support was kind of slow. Now, I am very grateful. Someone did a whopping €100 super chat on the late stream, and that was greatly appreciated.
What was it, €100 super chat?
But you understand
That's
what
more
I'm
than
saying
$100.
is
Holy
just
shit.
the day before for King of Fighters.
They got more than
support had been great.
$100.
And then
super
the next
chats.
day, it's another new release, and support
one
was
super
like
chat. Holy shit.
incredibly slow. I'm getting more support for other games. When I had Skyrim as a mainstream, even Dying Light 2 was getting more support than Horizon.
So maybe you should go back to Dying Light.
Now, again, it could be a symptom of the fact that some of the regulars who come here and support my streams weren't here yesterday because they were playing the game themselves. So I'm not giving up. This is not, oh my God, this is the end of the world. This is just kind of making facts.
Like, it has been tough, you know? My life has
Okay.
been tough over the last decade. It
I'm curious
has.
to see what happens tomorrow when I play it again. Will it pick up? Will we have more viewership because now people have played the game past me and want to watch me play it? Will there be more support tomorrow? Or are we going to continue on with this pattern of, for some reason, people want to crap on the game and say it's boring when I actually don't feel that way? Okay? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out tomorrow, okay? Is it ultimately hugely concerning? No. I'm playing a ton of games. I'm playing King of Fighters. I'm playing Horizon. I'm playing Skyrim. I'm playing Pokemon. We got Elden Ring coming up. It's not like, oh my God, if this game is slow, it's going to end me. Like, no, it's not like that.
But it is
going to
end you because you're a
But
bitch.
It is concerning. There's a
It's
hot
pretty
new release.
fucking
Everyone's
funny.
excited for it, and I got people crapping on it and saying it's bad, and then I noticed that it's actually the slowest stream I've had all week. Like, wow.
Well, next thing I'm
that's really
debating
weird.
getting is
Okay.
Elden Ring. Debating getting a PS5 controller.
So what I say is,
Go up to my
let's
PC and
play
play
it
Elden
by
Ring on
ear.
my PC.
Let's see what happens.
$113.16
Now, you may
in dollars
say, well,
for
wait a minute. If
€100
this is
super
the case
chat.
with Horizon,
Damn.
won't the same thing happen with Elden Ring? No. I'll just be honest with you. I know from experience. Absolutely not. People will be here for Elden Ring because people want to see me fail, lose, get punched this way, that way, double way, upwards, downwards, get a foot up my ass, get a cactus up my fucking nose, 2 swords crisscrossing through my ears, squirting my brains out of my ear holes, my guy getting flattened into a fucking pancake with gooey intestines writhing all around. People will be here for that. They love that
Yeah,
shit.
wrong.
Personally,
Dark
I like it
Bridge.
too. Not so much getting my ass handed to me, but actually taking on the awesome challenges that From Software designs for these games and overcoming them. I don't like the failing. I like the overcoming them. Okay, overcoming that failure, overcoming the challenge that they lay out for me. People
like
really like
overcoming
that.
the
I do
failure of
too.
your life?
You know, over the years, the FromSoft games have been some of my favorite of all time. Honestly, to stream
Because they make
for
you a
guys,
lot of money.
and I know that people will
People
be there
that
for
do
those
like
streams.
watching you
Seriously,
fail at
it's gonna,
life.
It's gonna have good support, good amount of viewers, everything. I know every time I stream Elden Ring, there's gonna be demand for it, and people are gonna want to see it. I'm really not concerned. The FromSoft games are like an exception to any rule. Seriously, I don't think anyone's ever gonna say, "Wow, that FromSoft game is boring to watch Phil play." That's a good thing. That means consistency, and that means, you know, being dependable to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not I
Dependable to
want
get
to
you
be
money.
entertaining when I'm playing FromSoft and failing, the streams are entertaining. Could be for all the wrong reasons, but it's still entertaining. Okay.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
paid on my
Only
credit
the
card
hero of
today.
Skyrim can save us, as Malcolm.
My Amazon Prime just renewed.
Molly War Miso says,
Yeah, I
"Did you
better
play
get that
blind
paid.
with guides?" No, I'm
Don't have to
playing it
worry about
blind. I'm playing it
Like,
blind. I'm
oh,
not
that
looking up any
sucks.
guides on Elden Ring at all. Absolutely
Yes,
not.
you are.
The only thing I'm going to look up, I need to know what is the best version of Elden Ring, because I have the choice. Do I want to play it on PS5 or do I want to play it on Xbox Series X? Now, here's the pros
What
and
about
cons.
PC?
If I play it on PS5, I'll have haptic feedback. I'll have adaptive triggers. Okay. Yeah. That's about it. If I play it on the Xbox Series X, I do actually like the feel of the Xbox Series X controller better. But
'Cause it's
my
lighter.
right trigger is actually sticking on this controller. And I
He
wonder
straight
if
up
that would
says
affect
the
my
controller's
gameplay.
lighter. That's why he likes
Okay?
it more.
In addition, I
Because
will
he's too
get
weak to
true
pick up a real
surround sound
controller.
if I play it on the Xbox Series X.
And he's
I
100%
will
looking
not
at
get
guys.
surround sound if I play it on the PS5. I'll basically have like fake stereo plus, which isn't great. I tell you right now, it's not great to
Like,
really
you
tell where
need
enemies
surround
come
sound.
from
You don't
stuff.
hear shit anyways.
So basically, there's positives and negatives on each console, right? At least if I play on the PS5, I know the controller's going to work fully, and I'll get haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. If I play on the Xbox, I'll basically get surround sound. But the question is, which console will actually
Pay me
run
the most
better?
money, guys.
That's what I need to know. I absolutely, positively refuse to play the inferior version of Elden Ring. I went through that with fucking Dark Souls 3 to play it early. I played the Xbox One version because the Xbox One version, the Japanese version, leaked early, and all you had to do was change the dialogue to English, and you could play the full English version of the game.
So you got the game early, like a
weeks
shill.
earlier than it came out in the United States. And everyone did
Shill,
it.
shill,
so
shill, I
I
don't
had
wanna
to
be
do it
Mr.
back
Shill.
then. Unlike today, back then when Dark Souls 3 came out, I was solely reliant on income from YouTube. That was the majority of my income.
I didn't
was,
watch them
man,
last
I need
night,
to make
thankfully.
views on YouTube and get ad revenue. So if everyone else was putting out their playthrough first, I had to be there with them. I had to get the Japanese version early. Today, I don't have to do that anymore. Today, everyone gets everything early. I'm always late to the game anyway because I'm just like you. I get it on release day. So it doesn't matter. I'm not
Just like you
rushing
guys,
to get those day one.
because y'all
views
make
on
120
YouTube.
grand
It's
playing
more
video
about
games too,
having a
right?
fun community.
I'm not the only one
experience
making
on
120
streams
grand
and having
playing
crowd
video
fun,
games.
So it doesn't matter when I play it. You see, but the question is, what version will be the best? Will there be more input delay on one version than the other? Will there be better graphics on one version than the other? Will one perform better or have frame dips? I need to know. We don't have that information yet because the review embargo has not lifted
And that's
yet.
the other thing.
I think it lifts. Doesn't it lift on Monday? I could be wrong there, but I
He
think
played
review
the
embargo
gaming
lifts on
journalism
Monday,
mode for the
in which case we'll
Dark
get
Souls
all
3
that data
because
and
of
I'll be
the
able to
early
make
release.
my choice. Okay?
Like, shut the fuck up, DSP.
So I guess we're going to have to see and go from there. Because, my God, the
James
Xbox
lets us know
One
we don't know how to
version,
do polls on anything. Yes!
Dark Souls
Shout
3 was
out my
so bad
intro.
on Xbox One. It had insane input delay. It
Here
had
we go.
lag. Remember fighting Pontiff Sullivan? Oh, my God. That was one of the worst gaming experiences I've ever had. If you ask me, like, top 5 worst experiences I had playing games since I've been a content creator, that's in the top 5. That was, like, the nightmare mode boss fight. Seriously. Nightmare mode bad. It was so fucking delayed and slow down and the frame drops. It was, like, impossible to beat the fucker. And then I played it a couple years later on PS4. 0 issues. Just steamrolled through them. Because there was no issues at all with the game. I was like, fucking shit. Anyway, so I can't wait to see what version's better. I can't wait to play that with you guys on Friday. And no, I don't have any inklings that playing that will have the same issues as like Horizon. That's going to be fucking crazy balls to the wall action. People are going to be here for the streams. I know. I know for a fact. Okay? All right. Shall we do shoutouts? I'm pink again. This fucking camera. Let's do shoutouts.
Well, then spend some of the 120
I'm
grand you
fucking
can make on a new camera. Nah, I can't do that, guys.
So, we start off today with Duskfang, who did a super chat, and I have no idea what anything he said meant, so I just ignore it.
It was a
And
Storm
by the way, I
Bernal-
think
it was
he's
a Storm
gonna be
Bernal
banned by
intro.
moderator anyway, so.
I remember. That was a Storm Bernal
Guitar
intro.
Player 1939 re-upped his membership for 9 months. Good to see you, Guitar Player. Thank you for the
Good thing he
ongoing
knows
support,
and
as
recognizes
always,
the Storm
and thank you
Bernal
for 9
intro
months
real
as a
quick.
member. I really appreciate that. Actually, if you do the math, Guitar Player might have been one of the very first members here, because it was around mid-May last year when I started doing full-time streaming here. So he might have been one of the first people to become a member, and so in 3 months he'll earn his regal crown. Beautiful, beautiful crown. It's got velvet coming out of it. It's really nice. You'll see. Jade, no problem. No reason to apologize for being a little late. It's good to see you here today, Jade. Okay.
As long as you give me money.
So Zoya did a series of super chats. His first super chat, he says, "Do you regret moving Skyrim to night streams?" No, I don't regret moving Skyrim to night streams at all. I don't
But you
know
make
why
less money
you
on
think
them
I
now.
would.
You know,
I'm enjoying the game even as a night stream.
you know,
Admittedly, the one thing that's changed, viewership's less and support is less. but I think that comes hand in hand with the time frame. There's a lot of people who are able to watch it as an early stream and they can't watch it as a late stream. But dude, it's an old game. The new games, you have to take priority, or else I'll never get through them. You know, Skyrim is a game that I'm planning to play long term.
But you never got through Dying Light 2 because you quit it already.
All the side missions, all the main mission hours. Let's take a look at that, actually. Skyrim is at 55 hours played, and I wouldn't even say I'm close to halfway through the game. I don't even think so.
Because you spend so much time in menus and bitching at people and stopping for tips.
So I get the feeling
maybe have 30 hours of gameplay
end up being so much gameplay in that game that has to be played long term. Now I'm not gonna do that as a major stream every day. That's got to have some night streams of that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It will eventually come back as a daytime stream. I promise you, it will. You don't have to freak out about that. It will. But we gotta be a little patient, okay?
Oh,
all right.
Freak
out. Another super chat says, "Do you think you've gotten more humble with age?" Yes. Not to say that I'm the most humble guy on the planet, but my God, I used to be cocky. I know I used to be cocky. You know what it was? It was that Street Fighter mentality. Because when you're playing a competitive game like Street Fighter, if you don't believe that either you're the best or you have potential to be the best, if you don't have that winning mindset, you can actually defeat yourself before you ever play the game. I knew people in the competitive community that whenever they stepped up to play the biggest players like Justin Wong, right? Or Alex Valle, you know, I'm talking like the big leagues back in the day. They would go to play them and immediately be, oh man, I got to play Justin next round. Oh, well, I guess that's the end of my tournament run. And you turn to them like, what are you talking about? You get out there, you kick his fucking ass. But dude, it's Justin Wong. So fucking what? I don't care if it's Jesus fucking Christ you're playing. You're going to go out there and you're going to beat him. That's the mentality you have to have. But so many people would defeat themselves before they ever started that they would just feel like, oh, I can't win, and they would just lose, okay? So for me, I always had that mindset. I brought that mindset into content creation when I became a full-time YouTuber.
I have, and it was all because I was researching.
My shit doesn't stink.
I think it was Keemstar.
My content is
came
good.
Came across his Down the Rabbit Hole video.
And therefore,
and then up next is Dark Side Phil Down the Rabbit Hole. Like, all right, I'll check this out.
To tell me
I was like,
that I
there's
should
no
change
way this is real.
I should change the way
I
make
be a character.
videos.
This guy can't be real.
I should change the way I upload videos.
I've been doing DSP shit ever since.
I should put thumbnails on my videos. I should title my videos. I should stop making disgusting sexual and racial jokes every video.
Yeah, you should probably stop with the racist stuff.
And I'm an idiot. Because, yeah, I should have changed for the better way earlier than I did. But you know what it did? It took a lot of humble pie, me taking a look at how things went,
the algorithm
and
kicking
a
you
lot
out
of
of the
people basically
program.
crapping all over me. And it took a lot of that for me to realize that, yeah, maybe I should improve, right? Maybe I should change for the better. Maybe what I was doing wasn't fully immune to criticism. Not to say that I feel that all the criticism I've gotten is valid or fair, especially all the hatred and disgusting vitriol
certified
across my way every day.
100%.
The nasty things people say about me, the conspiracy theories, the insane amount of
I want to say it's the
about
best
me on the
video to get
internet
into
is
DSP, but it's definitely top 3 best video to get
in
into.
conjunction with the level of maybe assholedness that I projected onto YouTube back
So you
in
watch
the day.
like, this can't be real. No, that's not true.
Hopefully, I would
There's
hope
got to
that
be a
people
character.
feel
There's
that
no way
I
he
have
said that.
changed
There's
for the
no
better,
way he did that.
over the years.
Then you actually watch it,
And,
like,
I am a better
oh
person
shit,
and a
it's
better
true.
content creator in 2022 than I was way back in 2008 when I started making videos. Okay?
Why isn't he banned yet? I mean, he had the guy
That's all I can say. People
filmed
tell
the
me
dead
so much.
body
They
in
say,
Suicide
your
4 is
content
not
is
getting
better,
banned,
you're a better
so
person. You're not a complete asshole. You're not doing disgusting shit every waking moment.
not surprising he hasn't been
Blowjob
banned
joke
yet.
earlier, but outside of that, for the most part, you know, things are pretty nicer. They're nicer around here, right? Well, back in the day, would you ever think, oh, I'm watching a Dark Side Phil video and it's nice. It's just a nice atmosphere. No, you would never say that.
It's never
Now, you
nice.
come to a Dark Side Phil stream and have a good time, a nice time, and his head will increasingly become more and more pink as he streams his pre-stream because the fucking camera's white balance is screwing up. Fucking shit, dude. It seriously won't stop. Now I'm super pink and it won't unpink me. It won't unpink me. Unpink me. It won't do it. I'm clicking around and it won't do it.
Terrible Al
Oh, fuck
Jones.
it, I give up.
I don't think I could ever show anyone at work a DSP video.
Ball here.
Like, I don't
Disgusting.
know. I just could not
Okay.
imagine introducing someone to
Anyway,
that.
let's continue. Genesis Gaming became a member at the super supporter level. Thank you, Genesis Gaming. I'm going to check in a moment and see if that's a new membership. If it is, we've hit a new record. Okay. Stuart did a £1 super chat.
don't
Thank you to Stuart.
think he
I
has
really
been paid
appreciate
early.
672 re-upped his membership for 10 months. It says
Because
Horizon
it
Main
is
Dawn.
a weekend.
You know,
So they
like,
may
I'll be
not
honest again.
pay
The
him
first
until
3 hours,
Tuesday.
yes, they had to basically get into the meat of the game. But once it did, I wasn't yawning. Last night's stream, I had a great time, and I'm hoping that that will continue as I continue to play it, and I hope that people will give it a chance. So, thank you for the ongoing support there, 672.
The game's fun and exciting.
Oh,
Yawns.
this was stupid, and I banned the idiot, so I'm just going to ignore Proto because he's a moron. And then H. Halberd also apparently became a member at the
Yeah, I don't
standard,
think he's gotten paid early
level.
because of the
So let's take a
holidays,
look here.
so.
And let's see, have we hit a new record? Or, sadly, did we have a few expired memberships and therefore we did not increase? Let's find out. Ready?
He needs to reach that membership goal, guys. He really does, to pay his bills, don't you know? Or Cat and Jesper will starve.
What do you think this face means? We're still at 370.
The condo, though, was
So
sold
we
by
did
Mid
lose
First
a
Bank,
few
not by
members
him,
this
so
morning,
he
and these
saw
new ones
none of
kinda
that.
made up for it, but we did
None of
not
that
hit
money
a new
goes to
record.
him.
It sucks. We're so... Every time I feel like we're going to hit the new record the past couple of days, we don't.
Wah.
It's all right. We're going to get... I swear we're going to get there. Okay? Elsky has been a member for 10 months in a row. Thank you very much, Elsky. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now we get to the YouTube
Yeah,
side of
good
things.
point, though. He
Excuse me.
does get rid of the
We'll get to the tip side of
$408
things.
he had to pay in the HOA fees, though. He's got to be happy about that.
So,
No more $408 a month disappearing into HOA fees.
we start off today with Game Tracker. He tipped me $5, and he says, "All right, DSP, assuming that I counted correctly, here's your win-loss record for what was your first day of King of Fighters 50." Why am I whispering?
I don't know, what the fuck were you doing? That was kind of creepy.
Game Tracker tipped me $5. First tip of the day. He says, "All right, DSP, assuming I counted correctly, here's your win-loss record for what was your first day of King of Fighters 15 gameplay. Game wins, 26. So overall, 26 wins. Now, when you say game, you mean individual rounds, I believe. Game losses, 18. So I won more than I lost, but it's not an overwhelming amount. I know I lost a bunch. Set wins, 12. So I won 12 entire matches. Okay. Set losses, 6. Oh, so I actually won twice as much as I lost.
These are the
Okay,
eyes
that's
of a
actually a good
psychopath.
OCVs, 5. If you guys don't know what an OCV is, it's a one-character victory. And in team-based fighting games, what that means is basically whatever character you started with, you beat their entire team with the first character and never got defeated, so you just steamrolled right through them. This is very popular in the Versus series of games like, you know, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom. It's also very popular in the CVS series, Capcom vs. SNK 1 and 2. And, of course, in the King of Fighters series, it's always been a major factor when it's 3-on-3 gameplay, okay? So that's kind of cool. 5 one-character victories.
ASMR.
He's looking forward to more today. Sounds good. That's actually
Yeah,
a
even
pretty
I don't
good
like
start.
whispering, though, in
Statistics. Here's the
ASMR
truth.
videos.
I think
Soft
that's actually
talking,
good.
yes.
Here's why.
Whispering,
That was a
no.
team I didn't know how to play with. That wasn't like, oh, these are characters I've played with in previous games and I'm familiar with them, so I have a background and I kind of know what I'm doing. That was literally, I don't know anything about these guys and I'm kind of jumping in, you know, completely blind, trying to figure shit out. And I think that's a pretty good record for the idea that I didn't know what I was doing, right? Pretty good start. So, pretty cool. Okay. Next tipper is Guitar Player 1939. He took $4.28. He says, honestly, I'm having more fun replaying Fallout 4 than I even am playing Dying
Fallout
Light
4,
2.
shout out.
Wow. That's
Shout out to
bad.
Fallout 4.
It really is. And you know what? I can say that too. I was
So my
having
favorite,
way
though,
more
for
fun
ASMR would probably be Massage
alternating
ASMR with
Dying
his
Light 2
crinkly
and Skyrim.
shirt.
There were some days when I played Dying Light 2 on the first stream, Skyrim on the night stream, and I would have way
I don't know
more
what it is
fun on
about
the
that
night stream than the
crinkly
day
shirt.
stream. You know, that's sad, but sadly true. Okay. An anonymous $1.50 tipper asks the following: harsh criticisms. Now I turned pale. I have a magic finger that when I point it at the camera, I turn pale, and then when I pull it away, I turn pink. So I have the power to control color. That's my actual mutant ability. See that?
So I've been greatly enjoying Fallout 4 and all the DLCs.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's continue. So the anonymous tipper says the following: Phil, you complained and you moaned about Dying Light 2's prologue. Second stream, 6 hours in, now you're judging viewers for doing the very same thing. For Horizon, you barely moved the story. You did errands, and you did fetch quests in Horizon. Of course people will crap about it. It came without presents, or gadgets, or gizmos, or toys. It came without who's its, what's its, and all kinds of noise. You sound like the Grinch in your tip. You seriously do.
That was more
like, what is
Little
going
Mermaid.
on? Why do you sound like that?
That was so Little Mermaid.
But anyway, I kind of understand what you're saying. What you're saying is I basically played Dying Light 2, okay?
Already had
when
snow.
I played
Snow
Dying
and
Light 2,
tons of wind.
Yes, it had about a 2.5 to 3 hour
Wind kept
intro,
waking me up, actually,
and I
last
criticized
night.
it heavily for that, okay? Why didn't I do the same for Horizon? Well, here's the thing. Take a look at Horizon's
The money
intro
I made versus the money I
and
made
take
here.
a look at Dying Light's intro. In Horizon, in the first 2.5 hours, you do everything that you're going to do in the real game. You do platforming, you do some puzzles, you do parkour, you do combat, and there's a boss fight. All in the first 2.5 hours. It gives you kind of a primer of what to expect for the rest of the game. Okay? Then it immediately throws you into connections with the first game. So if you were a fan of the first game, you understand where the plot went. Okay? Dying Light 2 throws you into stuff that has literally nothing to do with the game you're going to do. You're in the woods. You're climbing a fucking cliff. You're running on fucking trees and shit. Then you go inside of a mansion. Then you end up barely getting to the city. You're in the sewers of the city. Okay? Doing a little bit of basic combat. Not too much. By the time you're done with the introduction of Dying Light 2, you literally haven't played the game yet. You've just gone through a linear motion to get to the introduction premise of the game, but the parkour you haven't really done yet, the combat you haven't really done yet, you don't even know what's coming. And then the next 10 hours also aren't representative of what the final game is. They're just introduction. It's not until you get to the city that now the game is as it's going to be for the rest of the game. Now I can use the hang glider, I can hover around paths and things. Now the game is what it's going to be for the rest of the game.
He is, Prophet. He's still rambling over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Okay? Within 3 hours of Horizon, you can play the game for what it's going to be. Now, yes, you're going to have improvements and things over the course of the game. I even said that. I said, right now it seems very basic and similar to the original game. Maybe it'll open up. But the point I'm making is, don't take 15 fucking hours to get to the meat of your game, because people will lose
You
interest.
took 15 hours to get to the meat of the game.
If you didn't learn this from playing Days Gone,
that's on you.
4 years ago, when it did the same thing, and it took around 12 hours to get to the first city, and now when you got to that first settlement, now you get missions and things to upgrade, to take on the hordes, to do better combat, to do interesting plot. If they didn't learn from them, I don't know what other example you need. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they were the newcomers. They should have known this. They should have seen from other games. It takes too fucking long. 15 hours, and you finally see a level 2 enemy. Level 2! Not level 5, level 2 enemy. 15 hours in. What the fuck were they thinking?
Days Gone, great game. Dying Light, good game.
Okay.
Dying Light 2, haven't played, so I can't comment yet.
Jax Raxer!
Cut to commercial.
What's going on, Jax?
Not
Good
yet.
to see you. How you doing, man? I missed you on Friday. Well, yesterday. But then again, we were playing Horizon yesterday, so you were here for fighting games, right? So Jax Raxer is here. He has tipped $25. Thank you so much, Jax. You're the biggest tipper of the day. I'll get you up I'll get you up on the leaderboard.
Way to save the stream, Jax
He
Razor.
says, Phil, I saw your King of Fighters 15 videos yesterday. The entire online matches were really interesting. I would not mind at all if King of Fighters 15 took over, or even alternates with Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection on Friday Night Fights. I took some time to see you play King of Fighters 15 live. Have fun. Thank you, Jax. It's good to have you here. And right now, for the coming week, it will be King of Fighters alternating on the main streams, along with Horizon. It remains to be seen what we end up doing in the long term, because if people really like King of Fighters in the long term, I would be willing to have it in the rotations, but I don't know if it's going to have that kind of longevity appeal as Street Fighter does. I hope it does, honestly.
What makes you
I
think
guess we'll find out.
Street Fighter has
okay?
longevity?
Thank you very much. It's good to see you here, and thank you for the tip. I really appreciate that. All right. And then the Grinch just hit me $2.
He will not wage quit Elden
His
Ring.
heart is still 10 sizes too small. So there you go. To the anonymous tipper, who apparently is the cousin of the Grinch.
He knows
Grow
he
a
can't.
heart.
If he
What's
wage
your problem?
quits or rage quits or in any way, shape, or form, does not
Thank
beat
you for the
Elden
tip,
Ring.
whoever that was.
He knows it will
Okay.
never end. The humiliation.
More YouTube side contributions have popped up. So we've got LP101 who became a channel member, and I will check in a moment and see if that counted as a new membership and if we hit a new record or not. Thank you, LP. Stuart actually did another super chat. He says, "You're very welcome. Thank you for the mention and good night." Thank you for your support and have a good night. Thank you, Stuart. And then Zoya did a super chat and says, "When are you upgrading your PC and capture card setup?" Well, we talked about this. Excuse me. We talked about
So
this.
you guys give me all the money,
last month,
assholes.
In
Give me the money.
January, right? And the way I see it is thus.
Thus.
If you guys haven't noticed,
Thus.
my setup is very consistent.
Thus.
It works. Like every
Thus.
day, I'm here, right? I'm not, "Oh, guys, sorry, technical difficulties, can't be here today," or, tackling my PC, which is giving me issues today. Never happens. At the most, we'll get, "Oh, the mic died and I have to restart," or, "Oh, OBS error, just click, record again," and it works. It's a very consistent and solid setup, all right? So what I told you guys was, originally, what I wanted to do was wait for the hardcore gaming season of 2021 to finish, and then I was going to consider doing the upgrades. In fact, I already have a couple people behind the scenes who said they're willing to help, whether that means they just buy a pre-built PC or somehow, I don't know how they would do this, get access to the parts, because the parts are like impossible to buy piecemeal, right? They're like impossible to buy one-on-one and build your own. You have to try and get like a pre-built
Your
PC.
technical knowledge
There's
is
people
great.
who already stated they want to help me with that. And basically,
Like, I don't even
for it,
understand
so
half
that
the
way
words
it's
you
a
say,
smooth
but
thing for me, it's not like I have to drop a ridiculous.
you definitely
amount
know
of
what
money
you're
and
talking
I'm
about.
hurting because of it. I'm very happy, ladies and gentlemen, for the fact that people are so supportive of me and the content that I put out, that they would do that. Really, like, that's amazing that people like what I do so much that they don't even want to see me financially hurting to upgrade.
They don't want
that
to see me
just wanna do it
financially
for me.
hurting,
Thank you to
guys.
the people who are already have talked to me behind the scenes about it. Okay, now, why did I do it? Because all of a sudden it got announced February is the biggest gaming month in like history, right? Look at all the releases that we've been tackling in the last few weeks. Sifu, Dying Light 2, now King of Fighters, and Horizon. Later this week, Elden Ring. And then, by the way, if you didn't know, March is more of a fucking saint.
You didn't
I know it
know?
sounds crazy, but just
You
listen
better
to
call
this.
somebody.
In March, we've got Gran Turismo 7,
Oh, wait,
WWE
wrong show.
2K11, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and Ghostwire Tokyo. And that's only the 5 that I have on my list, because there's more than that I didn't put down yet. Holy shit. Now you might say, well, what does this have to do with changing your setup? Well, you have to understand something. For me to change my setup, not only are you talking, getting new hardware, but I'd have to actually reset up everything.
Snow,
from the
how's it
ground up.
going?
That means downloading and installing a new version of OBS, setting it up to work properly on the new PC, which could take some work, okay?
And he doesn't do work,
In
guys.
addition to that, right, now figuring out how do I get this to go in conjunction with all my other stuff. If I get a new capture setup, I'm not going to be using my external capture device down there anymore. I got to learn how to use a whole new capture device that may or may not be capable of doing higher quality. I may or may not be capable of streaming at a higher quality. There's a lot of work that's going to go into it. So when do I want to do that lot of work? When I have time to do it. Not when I'm in the midst of so many crazy releases that if I take a single day off, it puts me behind on everything monstrously.
Don't forget,
And
guys,
that's
he's
just
taking
the
Monday off.
situation that I'm in right now.
He is still
and
taking Monday
probably
off, but he
arguably
can't take
will be
time
for a
off,
while.
guys.
In addition, and this is me being honest with all of you, okay?
I need the money. I really do.
Coming up, I have to work on my taxes. I haven't done it yet because I can't afford it. I have to pay a lot of money to do my taxes, and basically, I know I'm going to have to, this year, do a lot of work on the taxes to get all the information and everything together. There's a lot of fucked up stuff that happened to me last year that's going to make it a lot harder to get my financial information together.
The
to do
fuck
my
are you
taxes,
talking
okay?
about?
So coming up, I'm going to have to, I know likely I'm going to have to take time away from streaming. There may be some days when I tell you guys, I can only stream once today. I have to spend several night streams working on my taxes to get it done. And that's coming up. That's probably going to be, I'm assuming sometime in
Bullshit.
March,
That's why
when
you
I'll be able to put
pay
enough money together
Grassley
to get that
CPA.
happening and then working on it. So already,
You straight
I'm gonna
up
have to take
pay
more
Grassley
time away
CPA.
from my
We
streaming
know
in
which
March
CPA
just
you
to work
use.
on other stuff that's necessary to do because the taxes are due in early April. I have to have them done by then. So
Due
there's just
April
no time
15th,
right now.
not early
even
April.
Even if someone sent me a
Fuck
new
you talking
PC and
about?
capture system right now, how would I use it? Where is there time for me to sit down and learn the new system, learn the new OBS, learn how to do all the capture settings, mess around with it to tweak it, make it look good? I don't have time. I need dead downtime.
You literally
So what I'm
have
thinking
nothing
is,
but time.
Hopefully,
You have
maybe
no
early
job.
spring,
You have no
right?
friends.
After February,
You have
March, tax
nothing but
season's
free
done,
time.
I could sit down and have some extra time, and then I can announce, hey guys, I'm ready now. If people want to contact me and talk about this, we can talk about it behind the scenes and figure out what we want to do in regards to maybe upgrading and going from there. But right now, there's just no way that I could do that. There's too much going on. It's too crazy. How annoying would it be? Okay, seriously, how annoying would it be? I get a whole new setup, and then every day it's crashing. Every day. Oh, man, Phil's playing Elden Ring. Oops, can't stream today, guys. Everything's kaput. Can't get it to work. Got to fuck with it for hours on end until I get it to working again. Then I can stream. You see? You wouldn't want that. You want that when there's not a big deal.
When I got my new
You're not missing
PC
out
built,
on a lot. If there's dead times,
I had a lot of
downtime
issues.
stuff, that's when
Eventually, I gave up and took it to an actual PC shop, and they fixed it. I was without a PC for over a month.
All right.
It sucked.
More shout-outs. Eternal Name
But
Bomb. Tipped $2
that's
says, do you
just
feel
what
Guerrilla
happens.
Games has struck gold with the Horizon franchise? Yes. Guerrilla Games went from making Killzone, which was a Sony exclusive first-person shooter, so it sold, but it literally only sold because it was Sony exclusive. You compared Killzone with other franchises, it was okay, but it never had anything that was like, oh my god, groundbreaking. And Shadowfall, when they actually tried to expand and extrapolate upon the universe,
Because it doesn't do
different with
tests.
Shadowfall,
We'll never
right
test
on its fucking
anything.
face. That game was terrible. So I'm glad that they gave up on Killzone and did something different. This is definitely the way. I do hope they make other
Is this
games
the
too. But my
way?
God, when the games are looking this gorgeous, please just keep making this franchise as well. An anonymous $1.50 tipper says, I missed the night stream of Horizon, but I watched it on demand. I saw a ton of bugs and bad climbing mechanics. There were some bugs, admittedly. They had 5 years. They didn't improve on gameplay segments at all. I think Dying Light 2 had much fluid parkour from what you've shown us. I would say Dying Light 2 does have fluid parkour for the most part. There's some frustrating parts. Did you see when I was climbing I keep calling it a lighthouse. When I was climbing the windmill with only 2 minutes to do it, how many times it bugged out and wouldn't do it properly? There was one point I was floating in the fucking air, standing on nothing, T-posing like this. It glitched out.
T-pose.
Both games aren't perfect. Eternal Napalm took another $1.50 and says, Sifu and Horizon Forbidden West just dropped. Gran Turismo 7 releases in a few weeks. Ghostwire Tokyo and Forspoken are only on PlayStation consoles. Where are all the new Xbox games at? And it's a fair point. Xbox had a good slew of games last year and has absolutely nothing right now.
They bought all those studios and then released nothing.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. The problem is consistency right now. Where's the consistency? And we need consistency, and you don't. So right now, if all you have is an Xbox Series X, you're missing out on a ton of games. You're right. You're absolutely right now, Eternal.
You will never beat the way.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, what I wanted to do, I wanted to check and look at total members.
I thought you already did that. You just did that, and that bitch that you lost
gone
members.
Up or down, because we did get some more. Oh my god.
You lost more. Congratulations.
Oh my god. We lost the record because we went up by one. We're at 375 members. We went up by one member, guys. At least it's a new record, right? Huzzah. Here, huzzah. But that deserves a huzzah.
Someone break into his house and destroy that noisemaker, please.
Very nice. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. I'm about to start with King of Fighters. We got to figure out who I'm going to pick. All right. Do you want to know my take on who I want to play with today? We don't have to do this, but here's my take, and I'm curious how you guys feel about this. I want to play
Ken.
today, Saturday.
Ken.
It's a lot of A's. With, I'm trying to see what we're going to say. Ghost of J says, sure me, please.
He's going to play with himself, isn't he?
Amplatory says, Hydron, Chris, or Terry. Spike Vinton says, Team Orochi. Kagome says, I'll see you tonight. I never heard of that team, but all right. See you later. Top Ope Smoke Puffa says, Angel, Luona, and Dino. Oh, my God. Derek wants me to check out the team of Athena Asamaya, Mai Shiranui, and Yuri Sakazaki. He wants to see the story mode of that. My Ruin wants Kyo. Theo wants Terry and Kyo. All right. All right. Do you want to know who I want to use? And you can revolt against me, and you can say, absolutely not. You'll never get to play with this team if you ever want to. I, today, want to use The Ikari Warriors. You want to know why I want to use the Ikari Warriors? Because that actually was the first team that I used ever in King of Fighters in King of Fighters 94. And in this game, having fought against Clark a lot online, I see he seems to be different. He actually has a lot of super armor mechanics and a lot of cool moves, like his ground running.
Where did you get this saying super armor? You've been using it in like 5 different games now.
Used to be.
Why does every game now have super armor? Where did you hear this saying from?
So just seeing Clark seems like a really interesting character, and I know that there's variety. Clark and Ralph actually look the same but play differently, and I'm curious to see what they did with Ralph in this game. And then Leona always has been a pretty good character.
Team of champions,
again, though, I don't know. Usually, okay. Ban this fucking idiot. Usually,
Lena Manuel
has high
ban.
combo ability. Okay, but does this game have all the legacy characters? Not all of them. Eternal Night Bomb. A lot of them. They did bring back a lot of them, but not all of them.
Like saw that one coming.
The classic Team Korea, Team China. A lot of the characters are missing. Yeah.
Terrible.
So that's what I'm thinking. Okay. But again, I don't know how they play in this game. So what we're gonna do? Take them into mission mode, mess around with some combos, then go into their story mode, play through it quick, and then go online for a couple of hours. That's what I want to do today. Okay. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
It might be a common term, but he's never used it before until like this month.
Wow, 82 likes. That's great for just the pre-stream. Let's get that up to 100.
Like he's never used that term before, and then suddenly this month,
let's kick some ass.
Uses it on multiple games.
Sound good? Thank you guys for your support on the pre-stream podcast. I hope you had a good one. You enjoyed it. Let's end the show and let's get started. Let's change my face from pink to white. That's so weird. Let's get started with the show. Thank you guys. All right.
Oh God, this outro. Once again, Troll Maid. Troll Maid. A little bit of the gotcha.
Bye-bye. Peace out, everyone. Until next time. See you later.
Mind you, this is not for the end of his stream. This is just the end of his podcast.
All right. There you have it. Okay, guys.
Oh no, now he's gonna change his camera, guys.
Move stuff around. And by the way, I have to take a leak before we start.
It's not a break.
It makes sense to use the restroom now than start playing and holding in my piss. Because let me tell you guys, it's kind of hard to play a competitive game when you're holding in your piss. Trust me, I've done it in arcades before. It's not a pleasant experience when you're doing a pee-pee dance trying to play a game.
But don't call it a break, guys. It's not a break. I just gotta go to the bathroom.
There we go.
But it's not a break.
Okay.
It's a break, DSP. Get
her
over
up.
it.
There we go. Oh, Big Papa Phil says that SNK released an arcade classics collection many years ago that has all the classic games that these characters are from. That's kind of neat. Oh, what a stretch. That was a good one.
On mode. That'd be hilarious if you ever actually made on Joe Rogan.
Hello, buddy.
All right, can you? Oh, what's the guy that Joe Rogan works with? Is always asking him to bring up stuff. All right, can you bring the video of him jerking off in front of children? Remember, DSP, you only get paid if you make it the whole time. If you quit the podcast for any reason, you don't get paid. I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit. That's bullshit. I'm not gonna quit. All right, well, let's bring up the video of you jerking off in front of children. Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta do this first.
Because Cat uses the business only, and I still own it, PS5.
There we go.
That's why he has multiple accounts on there. He's not supposed to because it's supposed to be his business PlayStation,
I can't
but
wait to play Fortnite with the fucking Uncharted characters. I mean, this is what I seriously fucking live for right here, is to play with fucking Chloe and this fucking Spider Drake over here. And I don't even know who the fuck my webcam's covering. It's another woman I don't even recognize.
it's a woman, guys. Got to cover it up.
Spider Drake.
Jamie, alright, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Like I
Jamie
said,
put up a
guys,
video of the incident.
give me a sec. I'm just gonna run to the restroom quick, take a leak. Here, I'll boot the game up. And I'll be right back, and we're gonna start up, okay? I'll be right back.
Kumo. Oh, guys, it's not a break. He's just going to the bathroom. It's not a break. Anyone who calls it a break needs to be banned.
KOF 15.
Good of him, though, to leave his fans with absolutely nothing on screen. Just, KOF, guys? Like, yeah, we know, but where's the streamer? Oh, he was eaten by a bear. Terrible tragedy. So exciting. No, he's not finally playing the game. He's going on break. I mean, he's going to the bathroom, guys. He's not going on break. It's just a bathroom. It doesn't count. So I just sit here in silence. Now it's time for commercial. You're right. 1 second.
Oh, what that aroma can do, brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking up is in your cup.
Out of all the stupid shit I've made over the years, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's live chat plays, pretty much. And I love that he leaves his controlling shit on the floor. Alright, I got the gunner glasses, guys. It's gonna be a good day, I swear. Yeah, you bore me. One reason why his fans tend to tip during streams like this is because they know he hates the game. They know when he gets bodied, when he gets beat, when he gets absolutely spanked online, he hates it. So they tip him because he hates it. The vest became a thing because he was doing a retrospective event, as he calls them. He was like, oh, where's that vest? Oh, let me go find it. Hey guys, look at the vest. Oh, look, it still fits. And somehow that evolved into, give me $100 to get to see the vest. And then it's like, well, we should get tiers. You're right. $50 we get glasses, $100 we get a vest. And then he came out with the hats for $150. And then he switched the hats with the vest to make the hats $100 and the vest to be $150. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I love when he cries, guys, I gotta pay for these games. You're not tipping me enough. What about $300 in super chats in one stream? That doesn't count. But you'll get those. Yeah, but that'll be next month. Well, then why are you crying about buying games next month? Man, shut the fuck up. Yes, he doesn't evolve, he mutates. And he's delaying in the freaking menus. So technically, gameplay hasn't started yet. He's in the menus, refusing to play the game. Game hasn't started yet. There you go, finally. Just 3 minutes short of a 2-hour pre-stream. Oh, wait a minute. No. He's still in the menus. He has not yet started the game. He is still digging around in menus. We're 2 minutes away from a 2-hour pre-stream because he is still digging around in the menus. And as pointed out by Spaceman, Jack Strasser has no car. He's supposed to be saving up for a car, but he keeps giving all of his money to DSP. And never forget, Timbo Slice, the former mod, declared bankruptcy not once, but twice. All while donating to DSP. 2 bankruptcies donating to DSP. Because that makes sense. I just cannot imagine. Like, I've tipped, like, LSB before. Agent Proper. Like, I've gone there. So, alright, this is really cool. No, here's $5. Buy Rocco some treats. But I cannot imagine, I'm declaring bankruptcy. I better give $50 to LSB. No. I'm giving LSB $5 because, alright, hey, I got $5. Here you go. Buy some treats for Rocco. Or Rocky, sorry. I just cannot imagine going to bankruptcy twice. Or, I'm gonna walk to work. It's 8 miles in the snow and the rain and the fire and the earthquakes. But at least I gave all my money to DSP. Just god awful. Like, what the hell, man? Stop doing it. But with that, guys, I think I'm gonna let you go. I got tacos later. Holla holla for taco Saturday. Gotta say, thank you guys for watching. I know I greatly enjoyed it. It's always a good time pointing and laughing at the pig roach. Just, point and laugh, people. Point and laugh at the train wreck. Some people will get mad at the internet. And I used to. Back in the day, I used to get mad at the internet. But now it's like, nope. Just point and laugh, point and laugh. Ever since, I think a little bit after the bankruptcy, when you realized it doesn't matter how much money he gets, he's going to be broke. And the bank leaks proved it. The man gets $120,000 plus. $120,000 plus a year. On a bad year. On a good year, he was making $300,000. And he has less than $150 in his bank account. So when someone shows up and tips him $1,000 like King Tut or Emerald 7, realize that $1,000 is gone. As soon as that stream ends, pull. Oh no, overdraft fee. That money's gone. He's not saving it up. He's not paying off his car early. He's not paying off the house early. He's not taking Cat to Japan to go see Super Mario World. No. He is broke. And that is that. Well, that, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.